Welcome to Fantasy Audiobook, Resurrection, It's Really Toxic to My System. Chapter 31, Magic City Vocational Superpower University. Lin Jun looked at this old school gate and couldn't tell what he felt in his heart. Classmate Lin Jun, come here to register. Lin Jun's face was neither happy nor worried, and he followed the old man to the new student registration office at the door. Principal Bai, Director Chang, look, I've brought another one back. Haha. It has to be you, Uncle Bao. Lin Jun, who was in a daze, looked up when he heard a pleasant voice called, Yu Jia. Hiss. The first thing I saw was a pair of long black stocking legs, with a brown hip-hugging skirt on top, and a tall female suit with a white shirt on top. She has a charming face, a pair of blue-rimmed glasses hanging on the bridge of her nose, and her long hair is spread casually back. The other one is also a top-notch royal sister. Lin Jun felt that he was suddenly no longer sleepy. This classmate is, hey, he's the big one, Uncle Bao introduced cheerfully. Jun Lin, this is the principal of our vocational university, Bai Ni. The principal personally greeted you at the door. Just with this attitude, I will join you. Classmate, welcome to our vocational college. Bai Ni stretched out his hand with a smile on his face, his pretty face full of charm. Hello, hello. Lin Jun suddenly became active, and reached out to hold Bai Ni's tender white hand. So slippery. Feeling his palm being scratched, Bai Ni frowned slightly, but didn't say anything. He just calmly broke away from Lin Jun's big hand. Ahem, Mr. Lin, please register first. Lin Jun, who was still unfinished, had no choice but to sit down and hand over his information. When Bai Ni picked up Lin Jun's information, he frowned and couldn't understand why the University of Magic admitted this student. However, when I saw a low-level talent with an E-level mid-level strength, I felt something was wrong. Logically speaking, how could a person with inferior talent improve so quickly? Either there was something wrong with the test, or there was something wrong with this kid. Bai Ni guessed that Mr. Lin might have a hidden power. It's not like people with such powers have never appeared before. Jun Lin, what department do you want to enter? What are the departments? Lin Jun still doesn't understand how the university is divided into classes. Our vocational college is different from others. Currently, it is only divided into the legal system and the war system. Well, then I'll go to the war department. My current skills are all for melee combat, so it's fair to say that I am a warrior. Well, then you can join the third class of the war department. Bai Ni smiled charmingly. Okay. After registering, Uncle Bao took Lin Jun to the dormitory. Uncle Bao, right, are you a teacher in this school? Lin Jun is still quite curious about the identity of Uncle Bao. Uncle Bao chuckled, with an indescribable wretchedness on his face. From now on, you must get my approval before entering or exiting the school, what do you think? Vice Chancellor, no, but it's close. Dean of Students, no, it's the guard. Grass, ... Dormitory number 250. This is a 4-person dormitory, and 2 beds have been laid out. It is likely that someone has arrived first. This is your dormitory. Make your own bed and report to class tomorrow morning. After saying that, the guard left. Lin Jun had just made the bed, sat on the bed, and his thoughts entered the system space. System, open those 2 random job transfer certificates for me. Ding, I thought you were going to keep the cubs. Shut up. Ding. Open the random job transfer certificate X2, get the swordsman job transfer certificate X1, and get the gunner's second job transfer certificate X1. Swordsman profession transfer certificate. After using it, you can obtain the swordsman profession. Be usable. Gunner's second transfer certificate. After using it, you will be able to choose one of the following occupations: roaming gunner, mechanic, ammunition engineer, and gunnery division. It's finally here. If I had known this thing existed, I would have opened it a long time ago. Ding. So, if you don't have to, do you want to keep the cubs? If I can keep it and give birth to cubs, I can endure it a little longer. Mr. Lin said shamelessly. Ding. Roll. Being used to Brother Tongzi's bad temper, Lin Jun didn't take it seriously and looked at the swordsman's job transfer certificate. Hey, Brother Tongzi, what does this swordsman's job transfer certificate mean that it can be used later? Ding. Literally, you can use it. Shit, I know it can be used, but I'm a gunner now. Don't underestimate this tradition. You can learn multiple professions at the same time without any conflicts. So awesome. Certainly. Otherwise, would it still be called Goldfinger? I love you to death. Lin Jun's mood at this moment is beyond words. Use the swordsman transfer certificate. Ding. Use the swordsman to change your profession to prove success and obtain a professional swordsman. Ding. Get a new weapon slot, gain 30 skill points, and gain new learnable skills. Lin Jun couldn't wait to check the skills. Slashes the cross sword energy forward, which can cause skill attack plus 20% skill attack damage to the target. Consumption of spiritual energy, 20. Weapon requirements, knives, swords, lightsabers and other weapons. Long sky landing strike. While in the air, you can deliver a powerful blow to the ground. After landing, there will be an impact, causing enemies within 3 meters to receive basic skill attack plus 50% skill attack damage. Spirit consumption, 50. Weapons require tachi, sword, lightsaber and other weapons. Chasing the wind. 3 continuous slashes. With gorgeous steps, he walks between enemies and slashes them, causing basic attack damage. Spirit consumption, none. Weapon requirements, knives, swords, lightsabers and other weapons. Jumping slash. Jump high to the target within 5 meters, use a powerful slash to the target and produce a shock wave, causing basic skill attack plus 50% skill damage to the enemy within 3 meters. Spirit consumption, 50. Weapon requires, knife, sword, lightsaber and other weapons. Jump passive skill, it enhances your own jump. Weapon proficiency. Passive skill, it can improve one's proficiency in using tachi, giant sword, lightsaber, and dagger. Brother Tongzi, this swordsman is so awesome. Lin Jun exclaimed. It is true that these skills are only the most basic skills in the game, but reality is another story. Tongzi, use the gunner's job transfer certificate. Ding. To use the gunner's second transfer certificate, please select a profession. At this point, Mr. Lin was in a bit of trouble. I prefer the roaming gunner, but I also feel that the gunner will be more domineering. The mechanic's later summoning of the machine army is very spectacular. Finally looking at the pistol in the space bag, Lin Jun chose the mechanic. He cannot trust the system. If you can't get any professional weapons by then, you will be blind. Ding. Congratulations on your successful career change as a mechanic. Ding. New learnable skills have been acquired. Lin Jun checked the mechanic's skills. SB self-destructing drones summons 3 drones to bomb the target, causing basic skill attack plus 50% skill attack damage, consumption of spirit yuan, 50, cooling down for 10 seconds. Remote control detonation added. SB stalker, SB self-destruction drone, remote control distance and controlled detonation. Spirit consumption, none. At my current level, I can only learn these 2 skills. But it's already very abnormal. These are the skills of a wretched style of play. If he encounters a wave of beasts again, if he has enough time, he can withstand an army. There is nothing to say, just click on the current level limit. The gunner's remaining skill points are all used up, and the swordsman's points are full of several skills, with 10 points left. Open the personal properties panel. Character, Lin Jun. Age, 18. Occupation, mechanic, swordsman. Strength, D level primary, 5W, 15W. Ling Yuan, 500 to 500. Superpower, wind legs. Skills, sprinting, supernatural talent skill, roundhouse kick, LV5, instant kick, LV5, knee strike, LV5, pistol proficiency, LV5, high explosive grenade, LV3, SB stalker, LV2, SB self-destruction drone, LV cross slash, LV5, sky landing strike, LV5, jump slash, LV5. Weapon column 1, wind blade Taito plus 1-1. Weapon column 2, none. Attack power, 80 plus 335. Skill attack power, 60 plus 335. Defense, 50. Skill defense, 50. Strength, 70 plus 10. Spirit, 50. Intelligence, 50 plus 10. Agility, 55. Stamina, 50. Free attribute points, 0. Mechanic skill points, 0 points. Swordsman skill points, 10 points. Gold coin, 169,854. System warehouse. Special plus 11 strengthening stone, special healing potion x2, Special Recovery Potion X2, Exploder Blood Eagle X1. Brother Tongzi, if I equip another weapon in the weapon column, wouldn't my attack power double? Avertisement. Lin Jun suddenly had an idea. But the system immediately shattered his idea that he shouldn't have had. The system will only calculate based on your weapon with the highest attack power, so what are you thinking? Cut. After hearing what Tongzi said, Lin Jun was not disappointed, because he found another loophole in Tongzi's words. That is, if he finds a more powerful weapon in the future, he will focus on strengthening that one, and equip the other one with a whiteboard, as long as it meets the skill requirements. That's not right. Then if I hold a gun, can I still use the wind blade of Fu Rentichi? Ding. Theoretically, weapon skills can only be used while holding the weapon. Oh no, I thought all I needed to do was equip the equipment. Lin Jun was slightly disappointed. At this time, two voices came from the door. Hee. With this weapon, I am confident that I can defeat several level 3 beasts. Hey, I think I can challenge level 4. Hey, are there new roommates? Lin Jun turned around and saw two people coming in, one fat, one thin, one tall and one short. Lin Jun was shocked. What was astonishing was not the strange two people, but what they had in their hands. It can't be such a coincidence, right? Looking at their hands, they saw a giant sword and a tachi respectively, both with a whiteboard +8. Brother, are you new here? The short fat man asked with a lewd smile on his face, holding a huge sword that was about the same height as him. Hello, my name is Lin Jun, from the 3rd class of the War Department. They were all his customers, so Lin Jun gave them a friendly smile. Ha, my name is Luo Dao, and this is Zhang Hao. We are also in the 3rd class of the War Department. The short and fat Luo Dao also introduced with a smile on his face. Oh, so we are all in the same class. Hey, Mr. Lin, right, let me show you the Lingwu I bought today. How domineering it is. Luo Dao took out his giant sword that shone with a faint white light, showing off with a proud look on his face. Hee, how about taking a look at my sword too? Zhang Hao also drew out his sword and did some tricks. Ahem, actually, I have one too. Lin Jun took out his 11 strengthened wind blade Taito from the bedside. Hiss, this knife, Luo Dao exclaimed as he looked at Lin Jun's sword, which was shining with red light. This is such a sharp knife. Hey, no, brother, didn't you buy this sword at Junline Pavilion? Luo Dao said in disbelief. Yes, or you too. Lin Jun pretended to be surprised. Why didn't I see anything with red light like yours? How much did you spend on it? Well, it's not much, just a few million. Lin Jun estimated that it was almost the same price. Are you the 2nd generation of rich people? Luo Dao was slightly shocked. Zhang Hao stared at Lin Jun's knife, as if he were seeing a naked beauty, and his throat rolled a few times. Jun Lin, can you show me your knife? Oh, that's okay. Lin Jun threw it into Zhang Hao's hands casually. What a knife! What a knife! Zhang Hao exclaimed, stroking the blade of the knife as if stroking a peerless beauty. Due to the fate of several people using weapons from the same store, the three of them quickly became familiar with each other. Lin Jun also learned that Fatty Luo is a power user. Most of his skills are melee skills, so it is quite suitable to use a giant sword. Zhang Hao is a speed user. His ability is similar to Lin Jun's sprint. He has 1 agility skill and 2 attack skills. When Lin Jun introduced them to them, he said that he was also a speed user. Now that I have entered the warrior class, it is better to use the ghost swordsman profession in the future. Shanghai University. Professor Ji waited and waited at the school, but did not receive any news about Lin Jun's admission. I was walking around the office anxiously. Grandpa, if you can't calm down for a while, you'll make me dizzy. The old man surnamed Ji glared at his granddaughter, who was drinking tea calmly. Why stop? Mo Xian was abducted by Beijing University. If even Zhan Lin was abducted, wouldn't our trip to Jinyang City be in vain? Ji Mianlin curled her lips and said, the summoning department of our Demon University is not as comprehensive as that of Beijing University. It is reasonable for people to choose to go to Beijing University. The old man surnamed Ji looked as if he wanted to eat shit. The granddaughter was right. In addition, Mo Xian was originally from an official background, so she had no choice but to have her own professor tell her how to choose a school. Fortunately, without Mo Xian this time, Jin Yang still had a few good talents, especially the young man named Lin Jun, a genius who was only E-level and could kill the 5th-level alien beast king. It's a pity that what they didn't know was that even Jun Lin was abducted. In the evening, Lin Junkai called Liu Beiling and told her the matter. Liu Beiling was unhappy at first, but finally felt that what Lin Jun said made sense. With the qualifications in Lin Jun's information, it would be better to go to an ordinary school instead of making people laugh at Magic University. Finally, we made an appointment to meet at the store on Sunday to chat, then hung up the phone. For Lin Jun, it really doesn't matter whether it's a famous school or not. The next day, today is the first day of school. Lin Jun, Luo Dao, and Zhang Hao came to the classroom. There were only about 30 people in the class, and they were all men. The three of them randomly found a seat and sat down. Third brother, have we entered the monk's temple? Luo Dao looked hopeless. After last night, the three of them were sorted in the dormitory on a first-come, first-served basis. Lin Jun was ranked third, so he was called the third child. Luo Dao was the first to come, calling him the boss, and Zhang Hao the second. I heard that in the war department, there are more boys than girls. For example, our war department has 5 classes in total, and there are only about 10 girls in classes 1 and 2. However, 90% of the 6 classes in the legal department are girls, so don't be discouraged. Zhang Hao said calmly. Lin Jun didn't think it mattered, he still preferred the charming lady-like Principal Bai. Jingle. At this time, the class bell rang. Soon there was the sound of clattering footsteps at the door. The first thing that catches the eye are 2 long legs that can drive countless men crazy. It's so long, so white. I saw only a woman in her 30s. He has short ear-length hair, wears a long brown windbreaker, a small t-shirt, denim shorts, and a pair of brown boots. The charming but cold and arrogant face, the beauty tree at the corner of the mouth, looks enchanting and charming, and has a heroic feeling. The woman came to the podium and glanced around the class with her cold eyes. Then he turned around and wrote, Hanya, on the blackboard. Dear students, welcome to Join Vocational University. From now on, I will be your class teacher and combat instructor. Hanya said calmly without changing her expression. Bang bang. Because the whole class was full of stupid guys, they were all very excited to have such a long-legged beauty as the head teacher. Everyone's eyes glowed green and they clapped their hands vigorously, including of course Mr. Lin, who also liked long-legged beauties very much. Seeing how enthusiastic her classmates were, the corners of Hanya's cold face curled up imperceptibly. Okay, if there are no problems, let's start the first lesson. As soon as he finished speaking, the whole class fell silent. Lin Jun secretly cursed a group of beasts and kicked himself out of the range of the beasts rudely. Everyone knows that there are 9 levels of alien beasts, from 1 to 9, but do you know how many different kinds of alien beasts there are? After looking around, seeing that no student was interested in answering, Hanya continued, alien beasts are divided into ordinary beasts, elite beasts, king level, and emperor level. Elites and above have exclusive talents and skills, while ordinary beasts have no talents. And in addition to ordinary alien beasts, there will be alien beast crystal cores at the elite level and above. For example, a first-level exotic beast crystal core can be sold in the market for 2,000 pieces, and a second-level one can be sold for 10,000. After hearing Hanya introduce the alien beast crystal core, Lin Jun was immediately confused. Have you missed millions? The 5th-level Wolf King last time seemed to be not only an elite monster, but also a king-level monster. How much is a 5th-level king-level exotic beast crystal core worth? So distressed. Just when Mr. Lin was heartbroken about the crystal core of the Wolf King, there was already a turmoil at the Demon University. In the conference room of the Magic University, Old Man Ji was glaring angrily at the female professor in charge of enrollment. Lin Mei, you took advantage of your position to send good talents to your department. I won't say anything about it, but why did you drive Jun Lin away? Who knew that the teacher surnamed Lin was not someone to be bullied, so he immediately slapped the table and stood up. Ji Deju, who are you staring at? I think you are just an old fool. Is a student with that kind of qualification worthy of entering our Magic University? Ji Deju was a little timid. He restrained his momentum and said weakly, I don't care. If you don't help me get Mr. Lin back, I'm not done with you. I won't, it depends on what you do. Sitting at the front was an old man wearing a Chinese tunic suit. He had a headache and rubbed his temples. He is the principal of Demon University, a master of combat elements. A master who once single-handedly killed an 8th-level alien beast king had a pivotal position in the Dragon Kingdom. Even though he is the same age as Old Man Ji, his real age is already over 100 years old. The two people quarreling were both his students. Okay, you two quarreled as soon as they met. You're just a B-grade student. If it's gone, it's gone. Hearing what the teacher said, Ji Daju suddenly became anxious. No, teacher, this Mr. Lin is a monster with the strength to defeat the 5th-level Beast King. What? Lin Mei and the principal were shocked when they heard this. Ji Daju, what do you mean? Hey, Ji Daju had no choice but to take out his mobile phone and play the video that Ji Tilin secretly shot for them to see. When he saw Lin Jun summoning those strange metal balls to blow up the alien Beast King, the office suddenly fell into dead silence. So, it turns out that he is the mysterious master who killed the 5th-level Beast King. Lin Mei felt regretful. I glanced at my teacher and felt a little embarrassed. The principal of Magic University also fell into silence. It took a long time to calm down. In the end, I just sighed helplessly. Hey, okay, let's all go back. What has happened is irreversible. The principal of Magic University rubbed his temples and waved his hand helplessly. Ji Daju had no choice. How could he not be angry when a genius who could kill the 5th-level alien Beast King just slipped away from his hands? Back in his office, his granddaughter Ji Xinlin was also there. Grandpa, what did Master say? What else can I say? If it's gone, it's gone. Ji Daju was a little discouraged. Alas, the Demon King is really, not to mention, a little tired. Grandpa, I forgot to tell you something. So Ji Xinlin told Ji Daju about how she recovered after being injured that day after eating a strawberry. Hiss, and this kind of strawberry? Yes, Grandpa, I feel like if I eat another one that day, I should be able to recover all my injuries. Huh, it seems like this guy has a lot of secrets. After pondering for a while, Ji Daju sighed slightly and said, oh. Forget it, we are no longer our students. No matter what you do, when you see me in the future, just make friends. Yes, I understand, Grandpa, Ji Xinlin responded with incomprehensible eyes. Life in college is basically about learning some basic knowledge, and then either practicing or training, but occasionally taking combat courses. In this week, apart from learning some common sense, Lin Jun's strength has not improved at all. In other words, the experience bar didn't even move. Unlike other students, their strength has improved after only 1 week. Lin Jun also understood that he could only take the path of slaying monsters and upgrading, and relying on calmness to practice, which was just sitting back and waiting to die. Today is Friday, a battle class. He was not very energetic, so he followed Luo Dao to the martial arts arena and found a place to sit down. Teacher Han Ya was wearing a black tight-fitting combat uniform and was standing on the martial arts stage with a cold face. The curvy figure was clearly exposed, making the wolves thirsty. Han Ya couldn't help but feel angry when she saw Jun Lin looking half dead again. But in the entire class, Mr. Lin is the laziest. As a class teacher, she pays attention to the growth of students every day. This is her habit after coming out of the army. It can be said that except for Lin Jun, the other students have improved in strength within this week. She glanced at Queen Lin very dissatisfied. He said, Dear students, today's battle class is 1v1 sparring in a competition based on elimination. Without further ado, let's call on the names. After hearing what she said, Luo Dao stood up, licked his face and said, Hey. Teacher Han Ya, I got first place, is there any reward? Aha, teacher, I don't have any other intention. I just think that if there are some rewards, it will arouse the enthusiasm of the students. Do you think I am right? They are all young and vigorous people, and no one can understand the meaning of Luo Dao's words. The scene was immediately booed. Haha, Fatty Luo is right, I think it should be like this. I agree with Lao Luo's proposal. I agree too. Looking at the pair of green eyes present, Han Ya looked amused. Oh, what reward do you want? Hee hee, for example, a kiss from teacher Han Ya or something. No, it should be a loving hug from the teacher. Bullshit. I think it should be the teacher's personal clothing. Then why didn't you say you were going on a date with the teacher for one day? Hanya was not angry when she heard all kinds of teasing from the students. Okay, if anyone takes first place today and lasts 5 more minutes in my hands, then I will agree to his request that is not excessive. As soon as he finished speaking, the whole place was in an uproar. Even Lin Jun became energetic. Hanya also saw someone's eagerness to try, and she couldn't help but raise the corners of her mouth slightly. Then now if my name is called, I will go on stage to compete. Lin Jun, Luo Dao. Depend on. Why am I the first to play, and with Fatty Luo? Hee. Third child, for my happiness, I can't help you. TCH. It's not certain who will lose and who will win. Look at your arrogance. The two men each took their weapons and entered the ring. Everyone was a little surprised when they saw the weapons of the two men. Will Lingwu still shine brightly? In particular, the sword on Zhang Lin's back still glowed with a faint red light. Hanya was also a little surprised. After many years of service in the army, this was the first time she had seen such a spiritual weapon. The two stood facing each other. Listen up, you two. Just knock the other person off the ring, or until the other person admits defeat. Do you understand? Understood. Good teacher. Lin Jun and Luo Dao responded at the same time. Well, let's start then. Hanya waved her hand to signal the start. Luo Dao played with the giant sword for a while and said with a lewd smile, "Hey. Third brother, why don't you make the move first?" Lin Jun curled his lips. Fat Luo, you'd better take action first, otherwise it will be too embarrassing to lose later, so don't blame me. Fatty Luo suddenly became angry after being offended by Zhang Lin. Bah, bullshit. I really made the first move for you. Are you sure? Lin Jun raised his eyebrows. I am sure. Lin Jun spread his hands and said, okay. After saying that, he pulled out the red glow sword from his back. Look, as soon as he finished speaking, Lin Jun slashed out 2 wind blades. Seeing this, Fatty Luo hurriedly blocked the giant sword in front of him. Clang, leap slash. Everyone saw Lin Jun leap high towards Fatty Luo, and then chop him down 1 meter in front of Fatty Luo. Hanya shook her head, thinking it was Zhang Lin who made a mistake and didn't hit Fatty Luo. Boom. When the blade struck the ground, it aroused a burst of energy, knocking Fatty Luo away while still blocking. After Lin Jun landed, he immediately hit the floating fat man with a knee. Bang! Everyone saw a fat body flying out of the ring. Quiet. There was a sudden silence on the spot. Even Hanya looked shocked. Is this the end? Then Fatty Luo was knocked out of the ring and responded to her doubts with a scream. Oh my god, you stupid third child, you are so cruel, you almost kicked my balls to pieces. In fact, it was Lin Jun who controlled the strength. Otherwise, this kick alone would kill half of his life. However, Lin Jun was already frozen in place because of the system prompt. Ding! Congratulations to the host for KOing an opponent, gaining PK points x10, currently ranking bronze 5, and successfully unlocking the competitive mode. Ding! Congratulations to the host for unlocking the PK store. What the hell? Dog system, what's going on? Pooh, is there any other situation that you can't see yourself? Well, Go Tongzi should be on his monthly vacation. Lin Jun didn't care and just clicked on the PK store. Seeing what was inside made Lin Jun's eyes light up. Such as strawberries, special healing potions, detoxification potions, strengthening scrolls, job transfer certificates, etc., purple weapons, etc. are all sold there. But some things require rank requirements. Currently, the only things he can buy are strawberries and blueberries, as well as first-level purple weapons. Healing Strawberry, 1. Wei Ling Blueberry, 1. Junior Competitive Sword, 10. Junior Athletic Greatsword, 10. Junior Athletic Staff, 10. Junior Competitive Pistol, 10. Depend on. According to this, as long as I win a game, I will have an income of no less than 100,000. This is okay. Lin Jun wins. Hanya looked confused and announced that Lin Jun won. Then I recorded it on the form. Lin Jun was also brought back to reality by her voice. Okay, go down. When Zhang Lin heard this, he became anxious. How can this work? I want to make a fortune. No, teacher, I think we should change the rules. When Hanya heard this, she was slightly interested and raised the corner of her mouth slightly. Oh. Which one do you want to change? Lin Jun chuckled and scratched his head. I think the sitting mode is very good. Since I won, let me keep fighting until someone defeats me. So crazy. Hanya was a little speechless. I was a little dissatisfied with Mr. Lin in the first place, but now he is still so frivolous. Okay, you want a beating, right? Then I will follow your wish. So he announced it to his classmates. Okay, I announce that it will now be changed to sitting mode. Next, Zhang Hao. When he heard his name being called, Zhang Hao, a sultry man, jumped forward with his sword in hand and even made a trick with it. As soon as he landed, he looked at Lin Jun and said, Lao San, you will be the stepping stone for me and Hanya to date. A bunch of teddies in heat. Lin Jun looked disdainful. No, from now on, teacher Hanya will be covered by me every Sunday. After saying that, Lin Jun also raised his eyebrows at Hanya, who was standing aside with a cold face. Hey, this is just to attract hatred. Holy shit, this Mr. Lin is so arrogant. Bah, how dare you blaspheme my goddess. That's right, Meng Saohao, hurry up and hit him, I can't help but explode my little universe. Zhang Hao's face trembled slightly. Your uncle's third child, you are making an enemy of the entire class. Let's start. Hanya's face was expressionless, not to mention the students, even her hands were itchy. Snort, I hope you can persist until the end and see how I teach you, this arrogant boy. How could he not be angry after being teased by Junlin in front of the whole class? Zhang Hao took action as soon as Hanya finished speaking. Haha, whirlwind, a circular wind blade struck out from his blade. Hey, second brother, take the move. Lin Jun pushed his feet hard and jumped into the air. Landing from the sky. Boom, Lin Jun quickly stepped down from the air to the ground. Before Zhang Hao had time to dodge, he was knocked away by the energy. Knee bump. Still using the same formula, Lin Jun followed up with a knee strike, and Zhang Hao screamed and flew out of the ring. The scene fell silent. Hanya's beautiful eyes were full of shock. It was just an accident that Luo Dao was only focused on defense and did not enter a fighting state just now. But Zhang Hao obviously made the first move. Ah, third brother, you are so cruel. Zhang Hao held his waist with a look of resentment on his face. But Lin Jun had no time to pay attention to him. He was just looking at the prompts in his head and was having a lot of fun. Ding! Congratulations to the host for KOing an opponent, his second consecutive victory, PK points x 20. Winning streak actually doubles PK points. Seeing this, Mr. Lin became even more excited. He came back to his senses and looked at his classmates. Ha, don't worry, everyone, I will take good care of teacher Hanya. Hanya, asshole, this guy is so arrogant. Let me beat him up. I'll go first. No, let me first. Next. In the competition arena, screams kept ringing out. Half an hour later, after Lin Jun kicked the last classmate away, a system prompt sounded in his mind. Ding! Congratulations to the host for KOing his opponent and gaining 32 consecutive victories, PK points x 320, and his current rank is 1 silver star. Lin Jun felt indescribably happy. He clicked on the store and unlocked shopping items again. Hanya on the side was already looking numb. This monster came out of nowhere. After fighting for so long, no one of his classmates could defeat him. Somewhere on the 5th floor, 2 pairs of beautiful eyes were shining. Sister Bai, this boy is really not simple. Bai Ni's eyes were full of expectation. Lin Jun put the sword into its sheath and grinned, with a very unbeatable expression. Ahem, I'm sorry, everyone, I will take good care of teacher Hania from now on. Of course, as long as you feel you are good enough, you can challenge me. Jun Lin said this just because he was afraid that they would not come to fight with him in the future. It was definitely not because Hanya's long legs were too charming. His arrogant look made Hanya tremble with anger, not to mention the classmates present. It's so arrogant and annoying. Shut up. Hanya glared at Jun Lin angrily. Hey, Lin Jun scratched his head in embarrassment. I just hope Hanya doesn't realize that she is just treating her as a tool. But what Jun Lin didn't know was that Hanya couldn't help but fight with Jun Lin. Although Lin Jun was a bit annoying, His skills were indeed very good, which made her, a retired soldier, very itchy. Of course, I also want to teach him a lesson, otherwise this kid would be really crazy. Okay, now as long as you stay in my hands and survive 5 minutes, the teacher will promise you a request. Hanya put the form in her hand aside and stared at Junlin. Depend on. With this look in his eyes, you probably want to beat me up, right? Lin Jun was slightly frightened. Ahem, Teacher Hanya, forget it, I don't have any requirements for you. No, the teacher keeps what he says, now prepare yourself. Hanya looked solemn and refused to let Junlin refuse. Under the ring, those students who had been kicked by Lin Jun suddenly became excited. Teacher, beat him to death. Yes, I support the teacher in breaking this guy's legs. No, break his third leg. And the ones who shouted the loudest were Luo Dao and Zhang Hao. Where is the good gay friend you promised? Now I feel like I wish I could be destroyed by the teacher. Oh, okay, this woman is really stingy, isn't she just used as a tool? As for the expression of hatred as deep as the sea. He had no choice but to pull out the wind blade sword. Then it was discovered that Hanya did not hold a weapon. Teacher, where are your weapons? Unnecessary. Oh, okay, Lin Jun didn't force it. Let's start. After saying that, Hanya quickly rushed towards Junlin like a female leopard. Lin Jun knew that this was the result of Hanya trying her best to suppress her cultivation. Otherwise, a B-level superpower has more than this speed. Cross-cut. Lin Jun immediately slashed a crosswind blade towards Hanya. Hanya paused, hurriedly stopped her body, and then turned sideways. The crosswind blade struck Hanya in front of her chest, and the pair of headlights shook slightly. Almost. Beast. I drip milk. The beasts in the audience could be seen howling like ghosts. What skill is this? There is only one skill in the data, right? Hanya thought angrily, but she didn't stop. After dodging Lin Jun's cross slash, she turned around and attacked Lin Jun's side. She is a speed and metal dual type superpower. Even if her strength is reduced to E level, her combat experience alone is not comparable to that of ordinary E level. After getting closer, he quickly kicked out. Clang. Lin Jun reacted quickly and immediately put the knife on his waist. Although it was blocked, the person was still kicked back several steps by the huge force. Nice legs. Lin Jun steadied himself, sighed, and then sheathed his sword. Since teacher Hanya uses her legs, he also wants to compete with her using her legs. Sprint. With a kick of his feet, his whole body rushed towards Hanya, who was rushing towards her like a sharp arrow. At the moment of contact, both of them quickly launched a few kicks. Bang bang. In an instant, the two were fighting each other. Various gorgeous kicking techniques are constantly proposed. The fight was so back and forth that the winner could not be determined for a while. The third child is so awesome. Yes, you must know that teacher Hania was a soldier on the battlefield. Luo Dao and Zhang Hao both looked shocked. Of course, the other students were also convinced. On the 5th floor, Bai and Ni also looked like they had found a treasure. Sister Bai, it's not unreasonable for this kid to be admitted to the Demon University. I suspect that his strength is now more than E-level mid-level. Bai Ni's eyes were as brilliant as looking at a piece of precious jade. On stage, the more Hanya fought, the more excited she became. This kind of punching to the flesh had not happened for a long time. Moreover, Lin Jun's kicks don't look like they were kicked randomly. Not only that, even the speed is not far behind her. What a good idea. It seems that she made a mistake. As she was beating, she forgot about giving Lin Jun a good beating. Just when she was about to overwhelm the D-class with strength, Lin Jun suddenly jumped back. Stop, stop, stop. Hanya immediately felt as if she had hit cotton with a hard punch, and her heart suddenly burst into flames. What do you mean? Hey, teacher Hanya, 5 minutes have passed, so I should have passed the test. Lin Jun pointed to the wall clock on the side with an expression that said he wanted to be beaten. Well, Hanya realized that 5 minutes had passed without even realizing it. Oops, I was so energetic that I forgot to beat this guy up. After thinking about it, Hanya was a little angry and said immediately, no, I am a teacher. If I say to continue fighting, you must continue to fight. No, I don't want it. Anyway, I won and I don't want to fight. Lin Jun shook his head quickly. Mr. Lin is not stupid. He knows that this woman wants to beat him, but if he still slaps her in the face, that's not stupid. What is it? You. Seeing Lin Jun's look, Hanya felt a turbid air choking in her chest, which was extremely uncomfortable. What's more, in front of so many classmates, it's really hard for me to have an attack, so it's even more uncomfortable. Did Mr. Lin really win? Woo, doesn't that mean that Goddess Hanya is going to agree to Jun Lin's request? No, the audience immediately started crying and howling. It felt like Hanya was about to fall into Jun Lin's arms. Hanya was full of anger and glared at Mr. Lin. Ahem, the teacher doesn't know if what he just said counts. Lin Jun avoided her cannibalistic gaze. Of course it counts. Hanya suppressed her anger and reluctantly replied. However, it is not an excessive request. Oh, then, Lin Jun paused deliberately. Not to mention that the students' hearts were aroused, even Hanya was afraid that Mr. Lin would make any excessive demands, and her eyes were full of warning. Ahem, I haven't thought about it yet, so I might as well owe it first. Call. Everyone breathed a sigh of relief. Exit. Get out of class is over. Hanya immediately announced that get out of class was over and just wanted to escape quickly. Looking at Hanya's embarrassed back, Lin Jun couldn't help but smile and shake his head. The two people Bai and Ni upstairs couldn't help laughing. Watch Mr. Lin carefully and give him more convenience. I think whether I can be ranked in the vocational college this year depends on him. Okay sister bye. After school, Lin Jun walked out of the school gate. Today is Friday, there are no classes tomorrow and the day after, and the school allows you to leave the campus. So Mr. Lin happened to be able to go back to the store to take a look and replenish some supplies. After leaving the school, he took a taxi and called Lu Bailing and told her to meet at the store. An hour later, as soon as Lin Jun arrived at the door of the store, he heard Lu Xiaoluo crying. What's going on? Why were you beaten again? Lin Jun walked into the store speechlessly. Then she saw Aunt Mei putting Lu Xiaoluo on her lap, holding a feather duster in her hand, and spanking Lu Xiaoluo's butt hard. Uncle Mo stood aside with a sad and angry look on his face. You melon boy, I asked you to eat it secretly. I'm so angry. Ouch. At first, Lin Jun thought it was Lu Xiaoluo who had done something bad again. However, when he saw Lu Xiaoluo's face covered in red and blue jam, he immediately knew what was going on. I wipe it. Did Lu Xiaoluo ruin all those strawberries and blueberries? When Uncle Mo saw Mr. Lin, he immediately came up to him with an embarrassed look on his face. Xiaojun, are you back? When Lu Xiaoluo heard Dad Lu calling Lin Jun, she immediately raised her head, as if she had seen a savior. Brother Lin Jun, help, help. At this time, Aunt Mei also put down Lu Xiaoluo. The latter immediately acted like a runaway deer. He immediately stepped forward with his short legs and rushed over to hug Mr. Lin's thigh. Woo, Brother Lin Jun, help me. He raised his little head with tears in his eyes, looking pitiful. Lin Jun had no choice but to touch her little head to express comfort. Immediately, Aunt Mei explained. Just now, when Aunt Mei went to the bathroom, Lu Xiaoluo ate all the healing strawberries and blueberries on the container. Xiaojun, I'm really sorry. It's Aunt Mei who didn't think much of this girl. Well, look at how much you have lost, I will pay for it. Aunt Mei looked guilty. Aunt Mei, it's okay. It's just some fruit. Just eat it, Lin Jun said nonchalantly. I've eaten everything, what else can I say? Fortunately, Mr. Lin didn't let go too much, otherwise he would really feel a little distressed. Aunt Mei wanted to say something else, but Lin Jun immediately interrupted her with his hand. Aunt Mei, it's really okay. Lu Xiaoluo, who was at her feet, echoed with a show of superiority, that's right, that's right. Lin Jun picked her up and pinched her little face covered in red and blue jam. If you steal my strawberries from now on, do you think my brother will help you? At this time, Lu Bailing's voice came from outside the door. Song Yuan, I'm home, please don't follow me anymore. Lin Jun and Aunt Mei looked towards the door after hearing the sound. Lu Bailing walked in with an impatient face. After seeing Jun Lin, Lu Bailing's eyes lit up and he immediately came over and asked happily, Jun Lin, are you back too? Song Yuan, who followed him in, saw his expression darken when he saw Mr. Lin, and said in a bad tone, why are you here? With this questioning tone, not to mention Lu Bailing. Even Aunt May and Uncle Mo felt that there was something wrong with this person. Before Jun Lin could speak, Lu Bailing spoke first. Song Yuan, what do you mean? Does Jun Lin have anything to do with you there? No, Bai Ling, that's not what I meant. Before he could finish speaking, Lu Bailing immediately interrupted. Song Yuan, I'm not familiar with you, please stop following me, okay? Aunt May saw something and asked, Xiao Ling, who is this? Mom, she's in the same class as me. I'm really not familiar with her. Lu Bailing seemed to be explaining to Aunt May, and also seemed to be explaining to Jun Lin. When Song Yuan heard Lu Bailing call Aunt May, he immediately puffed up his chest. Hello, Aunt, my name is Song Yuan, and I am Bai Ling's classmate. Although he tried his best to show off in front of Aunt May, his attitude towards Lin Jun just now left a bad impression on Aunt May. In addition, Lin Jun has been watched by Aunt May growing up, so it is not an exaggeration to say that he is half her son. So Aunt May just said lightly and ignored him. Song Yuan felt an unknown fire rising in his heart. The look he looked at Mr. Lin was even more unkind. Sensing Song Yuan's unkind eyes, Lin Jun felt that this person was really inexplicable. Song Yuan was too embarrassed to linger any longer, so he had to look at Lu Bailing. Bailing, I'll leave now. See you on Monday. Let's go, Lu Bailing said impatiently. Song Yuan had no choice but to give up. Before leaving, he glanced at Jun Lin, as if to warn Jun Lin. After he left, Lu Bailing relaxed. This person is so annoying. I don't even want to talk to him, so I insist on getting in touch with him. Lu Bailing explained immediately because he was afraid that Mr. Lin might misunderstand him. Lin Jun smiled mischievously. Hey, doesn't this prove that our sister Bai Ling is really beautiful? Hee, you look so dead. Seeing that Mr. Lin was not angry, Lu Bailing smiled charmingly. But when he thought of something, he pouted his lips and his face suddenly felt aggrieved. Mr. Lin, why didn't you come to Magic University instead of going to that vocational university that I've never heard of? Before Lin Jun could explain, Aunt May immediately screamed, What? Lin Jun didn't go to Magic University. What's going on? Lin Jun was her intended son-in-law, how could he not care about his affairs? Ahem, that Aunt May, please listen to my quibbles. Afterwards, Mr. Lin talked hard until his saliva dried up, and then he persuaded the family. Afterwards, Aunt May and Lu Bailing went to make dinner, while Uncle Mo showed Jun Lin this week's sales. Xiao Jun, I always feel that these spiritual weapons are cheap. Look at these swords and knives. They are basically sold out. If you hadn't come back today, there would be no goods for sale tomorrow. Lin Jun was in a good mood when he saw that he had made millions. The white weapons in the system backpack are basically sold out, and there are not many blue weapons. But Lin Jun is not in a hurry, because he has opened a PK point mall, which contains a lot of first level Zawu, and he still has more than 1,000 PK points. I will strengthen a batch tonight and replenish the stock. It was the 10 strength purple quality soul reviving staff that had not been sold yet, which made him feel a little depressed. This is a weapon that can restore mana. Uncle Mo, this is small profits but quick turnover, as long as it can make money, it's fine. Yeah, what Xiao Jun said makes sense. Then Uncle Mo thought of something, and then said, By the way, Xiao Jun, today there seems to be a mercenary group who wants a large number of flashier weapons with better quality. I will ask her to come back tomorrow. Then you can talk to her. Lin Jun felt funny when he heard Uncle Mo say that it was flashier. He should have said +10. The one with enhancement 8 only flickers slightly, and the one with enhancement 10 flashes a bit more. Okay, let me talk to her tomorrow. At this time, Lu Xiaoluo, who was playing with the small staff next to her, immediately hugged Lin Jun's thigh, opened her big jewel-like eyes, and said charmingly, Brother Lin Jun. I want to shine too. Looking at those extremely longing eyes, Lin Jun couldn't bear to refuse. Okay, then give me the staff and I will help you light it up at night. After dinner, Lu Bailing and his family went back to the rental house, and Lin Jun did not plan to open business at night. So I closed the store and plan to buy a batch of competitive weapons to upgrade them to level 10. Please don't be obsessed with me anymore. After taking a shower, as soon as I lay on the bed, my phone rang. Lin Jun picked it up and took a look. Ho, It turned out to be the uncle whom he hadn't contacted for a long time. Thinking of his uncle, Lin Jun thought of that beautiful elder sister. After pressing answer, the uncle's hearty voice came from the other side of the phone. "Ha ha, little brother, long time no see. Hey, it's you, uncle, you haven't contacted me for a long time." The two chatted for a while and learned that Mr. Lin was actually in the Magic City. There was silence for a while, and then the uncle excitedly invited him. He said that they were also in the Magic City and just invited Mr. Lin to come out for a chat. Mr. Lin immediately agreed and made an appointment to meet at 9 o'clock before hanging up the phone. Lin Jun didn't need to guess, it must be what the beautiful elder sister meant. Business is coming again. Lin Jun hummed a little tune to see how early it was. So I entered the PK Point store, intending to strengthen a batch of weapons and sell them. Junior Competition Automatic Pistol. Quality, Purple. Level 1. Attack Power, 85. Skill Attack Power, 85. Strength +8. Spirit +8. Introduction. Arena-specific weapons. Each bullet fired consumes 5 spiritual energy. Phew, it's okay. The consumption of spiritual energy is not too great. Perhaps it's because it's exclusive to competitions, so all weapons have the same attack power, and they're all attribute weapons. Lin Jun immediately equipped a pistol on the weapon column. Now I am also a gunman with a gun, hehe. After that, I bought 20 swords and giant swords each, and 10 daggers and staffs each. Finally, after thinking about it, I bought 5 more, planning to take them to see if my eldest sister wants them later. After all, this kind of spiritual martial arts does not exist in this world yet. This can be regarded as a strange spiritual martial arts. Then I started to strengthen each one to 10, so that at least each one could sell for more than 1 million. Lin Jun was very excited when he thought that if he sold them all, he would instantly become a multi-millionaire. After strengthening all competitive weapons to level 10, Lin Jun remembered that there was also Lu Xiaoluo's staff. I don't know if it's because it's an epic weapon, but the success rate is very high. It never failed, it was directly strong to 10. Mr. Lin has a saying about MMP. I don't know whether to say it or not. Just as he was about to exit the interface, Lin Jun suddenly had an idea. I wonder what will happen if the epic weapon is strengthened to level 11. Why don't you give it a try? It doesn't matter if it breaks. It's not for me anyway. I can just buy a similar chopstick and give it back to Xiao Luo. She's so stupid, she shouldn't be able to tell. Just do it as soon as you think of it, and throw the Bubiu staff in immediately. Ding. Do you want to strengthen the Bubiu staff by +10 to 11? Lin Jun said without even thinking, confirm. He wouldn't feel bad if it was broken anyway. Ding. Strengthening. Ding. Strengthen successfully and get Bubiu staff +11. Lin Jun. Oh no, system, did you do this on purpose? Seeing that he succeeded once, Lin Jun couldn't help but feel angry. Since the last time I strengthened the Wind Blade Taito to 11, I have tried to strengthen the Taito Giant Sword. The result was no success even once. No wonder Lin Jun was angry. I looked at the information about the staff. Lin Jun was even more confused. Bubiu Walking Stick +1. Epic Equipment Pink. Level 1. Attack Power, 110. Strengthen 11 +220. Skill Attack Power, 110. Strengthen 11 +220. Spirit +5. Intelligence +10. Skills. Bubiu Little Snowman. Bubiu Little Snowman. When the person holding the staff shouts the Bubiu spell, he can release a bouncing snowman, causing basic skill damage plus 130% damage to the target, without consumption. Strengthen 11 additional skills. Come out. Pippi. P.S. Shout the spell. Come out. Pippi. A snow elf can be summoned to assist in the battle. The snow elf can release snow bullets to attack, which can cause skill attack plus 100% skill attack damage to the target. Introduction. An epic cane refined for the first time by an ice magic genius from a certain continent. System. Isn't this staff a spirit? Lin Jun couldn't imagine it. What the hell, if you strengthen it to 11, you can get one more skill. Moreover, it is a rare summoning skill. Ding. Silly dog, this is an epic staff. If it's not special, why would it be called epic? You are a stupid dog, and your whole family is a stupid dog. The system did not respond again. Lin Jun held the small staff and was eager to try it. After looking at the doors and windows, Lin Jun dared to shout, "Come out, Pippi." Then he pointed towards the ground and saw a small magic circle light up. Bo, a snow-white, furry thing with a light blue horn on its head, about the size of a basketball. Show up in the room. This ball has a mouth and a pair of big, round eyes, looking at me cutely. Well, I have to say, this ball is really cute. This cute look with her head tilted is somewhat similar to Lu Xiaoluo. Ahem, Pippi, right, do you understand what I'm saying? However, Pippi didn't react at all, and still kept her head tilted. No, it should be her body tilted, with a curious look on her face. After that, Jun Lin tried several times, but Pippi had no reaction. When Mr. Lin wanted to go up and hug it, it immediately bounced to the side, not daring to let him touch it. One person and one ball, the stalemate lasted for half an hour. Until Pippi's summoning time ends, it turns into a puff of smoke and disappears. Bah, can this ball help in combat? It's probably just a piece of shit that can be taken away with just one move. It's just useless. Lin Jun suddenly felt bored and felt a little more balanced. I checked the time, put on my clothes, took out a black backpack, and put 5 pistols, a tachi, a short sword, and a staff into it. I only took a photo of the giant sword. I have to say that these competitive weapons are indeed beautiful, just like a dagger. Although it is a dagger, it is also 1 meter long. It has a gray blade, an unknown material for the hilt, and a sapphire inlaid at the end. Coupled with the white light flashing, it is even more exquisite. I guess he is a sword lover and will like it after seeing it. He picked up his bag and walked out of the store. When I got to the street corner, I took a taxi and headed to the place I had made an appointment with my uncle. Magic City is worthy of being one of the cities with the most complete buildings preserved before the disaster. At night, neon lights illuminate the sky above the entire magic capital. It gave Lin Jun the feeling that he was still in another world. Half an hour later, get off at the entrance of a club called Bohemia Club. Lin Jun looked at the door and felt that the name of the store seemed a bit unserious. After stopping for a while, Mr. Lin walked towards the door. Just when I was about to ask the greeter at the door, an inappropriate sound came into my ears. "Why is it you again?" Lin Jun turned around in confusion. He saw Liu Beiling's classmate, who seemed to be named Song Yuan, with a bad look on his face, standing behind him. "What are you doing here? Is this a place you can come? What the hell, isn't this an idiot?" Lin Jun suddenly felt angry and immediately replied, "Who are you? Do I know you? Besides, it's none of your business if I go there. It's really like a dog meddling in other people's business." You. Song Yuan's anger suddenly surged after being rebuffed by Jun Lin. I almost wanted to take action directly. However, when I think about the person behind this club, I don't dare to offend him. I had to suppress my anger. HMPH, you just show off your words. Then he looked at the security guard on the side. "Are you sure this kid can go in and spend money?" The security guard on the side was a little suspicious because he saw that Jun Lin was not well dressed. Now when I heard what young Master Song said, I suddenly felt a little more confident. There were not many opportunities to perform in front of young Master Song. He immediately came to Mr. Lin and said, "Sir, please prove that you have the ability to go in and spend money." Lin Jun was speechless. When did I say I was going to go in and spend money? Well, everyone froze in place. Song Yuan sneered, "Haha. If you don't want to spend money, what are you doing here? You don't want to steal things, do you?" Hearing this, several security guards immediately looked at Jun Lin with vigilance. Mr. Lin didn't want to talk to Song Yuan. He went straight to the door to welcome his sister. I asked Lin Jun to make an appointment with someone in the VIP 888 private room. As soon as the guest heard Lin Jun's name, he immediately thought of the boss's instructions and was about to smile politely. Just listening, Song Yuan immediately laughed out loud, "Haha. Mr. Lin, right, I'm afraid you don't know what VIP 888 is. A trash like you, a poor guy, are you qualified to go?" After Song Yuankong returned home, he found Lin Jun's information. In his opinion, he is just an orphan, and his qualifications and talents are rubbish. How could he believe that Lin Jun could enter the VIP 888 private room? Even the second young master of the Song family, one of the 4 major families in the Demon City, could not enter the box without an invitation. He really couldn't imagine how a poor guy like Lin Jun was qualified to enter. I just didn't notice Sister Yingbin's ugly expression. Lin Jun really didn't want to pay attention to Song Yuan's barking. He looked directly at the greeter and said, "Can you take me in now?" Yes, Mr. Lin, please come here." Seeing this, Song Yuan was stunned. What happened? Song Yuan immediately walked up and stopped in front of the guests. "Hey. What's the matter with you? Do you believe what he says?" The receptionist also knew Song Yuan, so he explained with a sad face, "Young Master Song, my boss really made an appointment with someone named Lin Jun." After saying that, he continued to lead Mr. Lin in. "Have you read too many novels? You idiot." Lin Jun looked like he was looking at an idiot and followed him in after saying that. Song Yuan was left standing there, gnashing his teeth. Looking at Jun Lin's back, a sinister look flashed in his eyes. "Lin Jun, right, if you offend me, Song Yuan, you won't be able to survive in the Magic City." In the elevator, "Beauty, who is that idiot?" When the guest heard Lin Jun's address to Song Yuan, he smiled bitterly and said, "He is the second son of the Song family in the Demon City. I advise you not to offend him easily." Second young master, "I think he's just a fool." Lin Jun didn't take it seriously. Ding! The elevator stopped at the 28th floor. The welcome brought Jun Lin to the door of box 888 and stopped. Boom! "Come in." The welcoming staff opened the door and smiled slightly at Mr. Lin. "Mr. Lin, this is it, please." After Lin Jun entered, he saw that the inside was different from what he thought. "I thought it was a box with a group of beauties sitting on the stage. It turns out that the inside is similar to a place dedicated to drinking tea." "Haha, little brother, long time no see." It was still the same recipe. When Lin Jun came in, the uncle was the first to greet him, looking very familiar with him. And the beautiful lady, wearing a long black gauze dress, was sitting at the head of the tea table, calmly drinking tea, with several big men behind her standing on the armrests. "This has been installed for you, wait and see how I will blind you." "Aha, yes, it's been a long time since I saw you, and you haven't asked me for goods for a long time. If you don't contact me, I'll have to find another one. We were busy with things a while ago, so we didn't have time to contact you. Please don't take offense, little brother." As he spoke, he led Jun Lin to sit down at the tea table. "Higher, sister, long time no see." Lin Jun said hello to the beautiful elder sister in a ruffian voice. "Yeah," the beautiful elder sister just said lightly. Then he consciously poured a cup of tea for Lin Jun. Mr. Lin was not polite and just drank it in one big gulp. Looking at the beautiful elder sister, veins popped out on her forehead. Finally I endured it. If her brother dared to waste such good tea in front of her, he would be unable to get out of bed for 3 days. Lin Jun saw that she had no intention of helping him pour tea anymore, so he had to give up. "I wonder what eldest sister wants this time." "Yeah, magic strawberries and blueberries, as many as you want." "Huh, you don't want Lingwu anymore?" Lin Jun asked doubtfully. "Didn't you open a store? Anyway, the prices are about the same, so I will help you when needed." The beautiful eldest sister took a sip of tea and said calmly. "Oh, so you know everything." Lin Jun didn't find it strange. After all, with this woman's background, it was very simple to find out anything. "Ahem, even so, I still want to show you something good." Lin Jun coughed lightly and started to sell the pistol. "Oh, what good stuff." The beautiful eldest sister's plain and charming eyes immediately showed interest. "This Lin Jun can produce magical strawberries and luminous spiritual weapons, and he can call them good things, there must be something extraordinary about them." Hee hee. Lin Jun chuckled, unzipped his backpack, reached in and took out a pistol. Seeing that what Lin Jun took out was just a silver gray pistol with a relatively exquisite style, the beautiful lady suddenly lost interest. "That's it, right." Seeing this, the uncle on the side couldn't help but remind you, "Little brother, let me tell you the truth. We want guns and we can get them at will, so." "Stop, I know what you want to say, but aren't you surprised why this gun flashes brightly? Besides, do you think I'm stupid or something? Just take those ordinary guns. They can be used against an ordinary person or a first-level alien beast. I will treat those things as treasures, Lin Jun said to the uncle and Mei. Sister Yan rolled her eyes. When he was told this, the uncle suddenly smiled awkwardly. As for the beautiful elder sister, when she saw Lin Jun's contemptuous eyes, she looked calm on the surface, but in fact, the hands hidden under the table had already scratched several holes in the black silk on her legs. I'm not hiding it either. I wonder if you have seen the spirit weapon gun. Wah, what? Spiritual gun? The uncle had a puzzled look on his face. He had no idea what the Lingwu gun was. But the beautiful lady was different. She couldn't sit still immediately. Because of her identity, she knows more about some secrets. Every country is researching the Lingwu gun, but unfortunately there is no breakthrough yet. You mean, what you have in your hand is the Lingwu spear? The charming eldest sister stared at the gun in Lin Jun's hand with her charming eyes and swallowed. Aha, otherwise, what Lin Jun wanted was her look, the one who had never seen the world, and couldn't help but feel happy. Mr. Lin, please give me a look. The beautiful elder sister has the urge to snatch it away. Okay, here you go. The beautiful elder sister took the pistol and gently rubbed it as if it were some rare treasure. After a while, he ordered the big man behind him, go. Help me bring up a test machine. The four big men responded and hurried out. Lin Jun consciously poured himself a full cup of tea and started drinking. He thought the gun might be worth a higher price. After waiting like this for a few minutes, four big men brought up a test machine to test the attack power. Rich people are different, they can take out a test machine at will. After the four people are placed, the beautiful eldest sister can't wait to test it. Raise the gun, aim, inject spiritual energy and pull the trigger. Boom. On the monitor, there was an immediate ding, showing 1670 attack power points. Lin Jun secretly thought, what kind of strength does this eldest sister have? It can actually deal such high damage. When this gun is strengthened to 10, the total attack power is only 170. Doesn't that mean she has a minimum attack power of 1500? A look of satisfaction appeared on the beautiful elder sister's face. Then 5 or 6 more shots were fired, each time the damage was over 1700. It seems that her strength is at least B level or above. Sister, how's it going? Are you satisfied? Hearing this, the beautiful elder sister immediately put away her expression. Sitting back on the stool, he had returned to his calm look. Yeah, not bad. Lin Jun secretly scolded this girl for not being a good person. Ahem, it seems that the eldest sister doesn't like him very much. In this case, I'd better find someone else. The beautiful elder sister's expression twitched. I curse the little fox in my heart. Ahem, although it's a bit tasteless to me, I still want a batch. Oh, I don't know how much the eldest sister will pay, Lin Jun said with a calm expression. Hey, if you can equip it, so can I. Seeing Jun Lin's indifferent look, she was so angry that a few more holes were torn in the black stockings of her thighs. Huh, how about 2 million apiece? Lin Jun remained silent, reaching out to grab the pistol in front of her. Snapped. The beautiful elder sister clapped her hand towards the pistol and her eyes trembled. 2.5 million. This is the highest price I can pay. If not. Hee. Deal. Lin Jun interrupted and immediately changed his expression. Hiss. Under the table, there was a big hole in the black silk. It shows how angry the black stocking owner is. Phew, how many do you have now? Mei asked with a deep sigh of relief. There are only 5 of them now. I wonder if you want to buy them all. Now the beautiful elder sister no longer wants to see Lin Jun's hateful mouth. Transfer the money immediately and the transaction is completed. As for the strawberries, he said that he would send someone to Lin Jun's store to buy them tomorrow and then see them off without giving Lin Jun any excuse to stay. Outside the door, the uncle awkwardly apologized to Mr. Lin. Little brother, our boss has this temper. You don't want to be angry. How can Mr. Lin be angry? He just made more than 10 million. It's not too late to like her. Hey, uncle, are you looking down on me? I'm not a stingy person, so don't worry. Aha, I'm so generous, little brother. Uncle, I'll treat you to a drink if you have time. Yeah, I'll go first then. Contact me if you need anything. Lin Jun waved his hand and left. When the uncle returned to the hall, he said to the beautiful eldest sister, "Boss, what this little brother brought out is extraordinary. We have to make good friends, He's just an irritating little fool. No, let my brother keep a distance from him in the future, and don't follow his bad example." The beautiful eldest sister's calm expression no longer exists. Well, the uncle was very speechless. I thought to myself, your brother has become your punching bag, do you have the guts to imitate him? Early the next morning, Aunt May's family of 4 came to the store. After seeing all the containers filled with various spiritual weapons, I was slightly shocked. Xiaojun must have met a great Lingwu master. Lu Xiaoluo's big dark eyes shone with excitement after seeing the shining spirit weapons on the containers. He immediately jumped in front of Lu Beiling and ran up to the second floor to find Jun Lin. Pushing open Lin Jun's bedroom, he saw Lin Jun still sleeping with his arms stretched out. She kicked up her short legs, climbed onto the bed, and then jumped directly onto Lin Jun's belly, shouting, "Brother Lin Jun! Brother Lin Jun, get up!" Puff! Ah! Lin Jun felt like someone had hit his stomach hard, and he woke up from the pain instantly. After seeing clearly that it was Lu Xiaoluo, Lin Jun was so angry that he immediately placed Lu Xiaoluo across his legs and raised his huge palm. Bang bang! Ouch! No fight! No fight! Brother Lin Jun, no fight! Parents and Mother Lu didn't want to pay attention to the cry of the milk baby coming from the second floor. If this kid doesn't get beaten for a day, he will feel uncomfortable all over. It just so happened that I was too lazy to find excuses to take action. 10 minutes later, Lin Jun went downstairs holding Lu Xiaoluo, who was still sobbing lightly with tears on her face. Now there was a small chopstick with a faint red light hanging around her neck. Hey, this kid was so excited that he cried when he saw the flash of her little staff. Lu Xiaoluo didn't refute, and didn't know how to refute, so she could only let Jun Lin lie. Oh, Aunt May responded nonchalantly and continued to wipe the counter. Hee, Mr. Lin, I will help you sell goods today, and you have to pay me my wages. Lu Beiling only had Lin Jun in her eyes. As for what her sister was, she chose to forget. After hearing what she said, Lin Jun suddenly remembered. It seems that Lu Beiling doesn't have a staff yet. As for the reason, it is because the family has no money. On the market, the cheapest first-level staff costs more than 30,000 yuan. Lin Jun put Lu Xiaoluo down and took off the soul-reviving staff that could not be sold. Beiling, this staff is for you. Hearing this, Lu Beiling was stunned for a moment, then quickly waved his hand and said, No, this staff can be sold for more than 1 million, I can't have it. Just take it and treat it as a gift from me. Lin Jun smiled mischievously at her. Lu Beiling didn't know what he thought of, and his face suddenly turned red with embarrassment. Is this a token of love given to me by Mr. Lin? Bah, that's really unserious. But, so shy. Sure enough, Lin Jun still knows her very well. If it is given to her for no reason, she will definitely not accept it. She will only accept it if she is acting like a rogue. I don't know if it's a hidden attribute. Just when Lin and Jun were flirting on the side, suddenly, Lu Xiaoluo's milky voice came to his ears. Come out, Pippi. Bang. The two of them turned around immediately, then looked shocked. No, Lin Jun was probably shocked. It seems like I didn't tell her that this staff has an extra skill, right? How do you know this little short leg? Lu Beiling also stared blankly. It's white, round, furry, and has big eyes, which instantly makes my heart melt. He raised his legs and ran over, circling around Pippi, praising, This is so cute, so cute. HMPH, Sister Stinky, get out of my way, Pippi is mine. Lu Xiaoluo pushed Lu Beiling away, hugged Pippi, and turned her back to Sister Stinky. Well, impossible, why can't I even touch it, but Xiaoluo can knead it casually. Lin Jun felt very unbalanced. Lin Jun walked over and looked at Lu Xiaoluo's buttocks that were being squeezed and squeezed at will. Xiaoluo, how do you know how to summon Pippi? Lu Xiaoluo tilted her head, looking thoughtful. Then he said naively, Pippi told me. What circle dot operator for all circle dot operator? Isn't this staff a spirit? After that, Jun Lin asked some more questions. How could Lu Xiaoluo, who was only 3 or 4 years old, know anything? Lin Jun was a little crazy, feeling that everything produced by the system was aimed at him. When I summoned Pippi last night, I couldn't even touch it. But now, Pippi allowed Xiao Luo to knead and flatten her balls without any resistance. Lin Jun silently squatted in a corner, drawing circles and cursing Brother Tongzi. The two sisters didn't want to talk to each other and started to pull each other back and forth. The time soon reached 10 o'clock. Suddenly, several men and women in combat uniforms entered the store. Seeing this, Uncle Mo woke up Jun Lin, who was sleeping on the counter. Lin Jun stretched out in a daze. Uncle Mo, what's wrong? Xiao Jun, those people are just customers who want to order a batch of Lingwu. Uncle Mo pointed at the men and women who were looking at the containers and introduced. Oh, Lin Jun looked at the four men and women, especially the tall woman at the head. Her long, straight black hair was tied into a high ponytail, and she wore a slim-fitting combat leather jacket, which fully revealed her tall and straight figure. The bright face, with a friendly smile, gave Lin Jun the feeling that this woman had a heroic temperament. The other two men were both relatively strong and tall, wearing slim-fitting combat uniforms that highlighted all the lines of their muscles. That girl, on the other hand, was smaller and slimmer, with a small dimple on her face, giving her a girl next door look. Is this a mercenary group or a hunter? Hello, everyone. I'm the boss here. What do you need? Lin Jun stood up and walked over. The tall woman who had been staring at the +10 dagger at the counter turned around when she heard the sound. Seeing that the boss was just a young man of 18 or 19 years old, he frowned slightly. But he still extended his hand politely. Hello. My name is Yuan Mingyan. I don't know what the boss calls me. Oh, Miss Yuan, nice to meet you. My name is Lin Jun. Lin Jun stretched out his hand and shook it with Yuan Mingyan, but her hand felt a bit rough, probably from handling weapons frequently. Behind the counter where the strawberries were placed, Lu Xiaoluo, who was about to eat the strawberries with Pippi on her head, heard Jun Lin's voice and immediately closed the cupboard door and ran away. He thought he was as witty as she was, but he was still discovered. After exchanging a few words, Mr. Lin led the four of them to the sofa in the corner and sat down. Lin Jun went straight to the point and asked, I guess Miss Yuan doesn't just want to buy weapons, right? When Lin Jun saw these two men and two women, he always felt that they were not here to buy weapons. His eyes were obviously eager, but also filled with physical pain. You know, I guess you are short of money. Therefore, he didn't believe it when he said he wanted to order a large number of Lingwu. Yuan Mingyan and the others looked at each other. It seemed that because Jun Lin was too young, he seemed reluctant to explain. However, Yuan Mingyan finally said, Mr. Lin, you guessed it right. We are indeed not here to buy spiritual weapons. After finishing speaking, he paused again. I don't know. Will the person behind Mr. Lin accept the mission? Well, the person behind it. What does it mean? How can I have anyone behind this? Miss Yuan, what do you mean by this? Seeing that Mr. Lin was still pretending, Yuan Mingyan and the others were not annoyed. If they say that Mr. Lin can make such a powerful spirit weapon, they don't believe anything they say. And being able to make such a strange weapon, I believe that the strength is not low. In addition, if you open such a small store, it is estimated that it will not be those from big families or powerful people. After all, if they were powerful people, they would have opened up the market long ago, and they wouldn't be stuck in such a small shop. Mr. Lin, I didn't mean to offend you. Can you represent the people who refine these spiritual weapons? Lin Jun considered Yuan Mingyan's words and somewhat understood what she meant. Ahem, okay, you can tell me if you have anything. My teacher is not willing to meet other people. Call. Yuan Mingyan breathed a sigh of relief. He lowered his head and considered his words before saying, that's it. Our mercenary group has taken on a rescue mission. Due to special circumstances, our group is temporarily short of manpower. I just don't know your teacher's strength. Is he a B-level teacher? If so, I would like to ask him for a favor. Of course, the price is easy to negotiate. I see. Looking at these four people, except for Yuan Mingyan, the other three all have minor injuries. It is estimated that there was an accident for unknown reasons during this mission. I don't know about this mission, so I can't reveal it. Of course, my teacher's strength is indeed above level B, so you can rest assured. I've even killed the Crack Wolf King, so he's considered a B-level superpower, so there should be nothing wrong with him. What's more, He also wants to go out and kill monsters in the wild. Wouldn't it be better if he went out with the people from these mercenary groups? Hearing Jun Lin say this, everyone smiled happily. Yes, this is an A-level mission. The goal is to enter the mountains west of the city to search and rescue an expedition team composed of a professor and students. Mountains to the west. Expedition. Lin Jun knew about this mountain range, which was formed after experiencing drastic changes in the cracks. It is an area infested by level 6 alien beasts, and because cracks once appeared, they disappeared again for unknown reasons. It is officially called the Black Mist Mountains. However, after the crack disappeared, many people still saw the strange beasts in the crack in the mountains, so it was considered a dangerous area. Lin Jun learned all this knowledge from some books in school. However, if it were an ordinary 5th or 6th level exotic beast, Mr. Lin would still be very interested. After thinking about it, Lin Jun pretended and said, yeah. Okay, leave a phone number and I'll talk to my teacher tonight and let him get back to you. Yuan Mingyun's charming eyes flashed with joy. Then it's up to you, Mr. Lin. As he said that, he handed over a business card. After taking the business card, Lin Jun looked at it and saw Yuan Mingyan, the leader of the Rose Mercenary Regiment, written on it. Lin Jun smiled politely and said, "You're welcome." Just as the 4 were about to leave, they saw that the other 3 were injured, so Lin Jun immediately stopped them. "Miss Yuan, wait." The 4 of them turned back in confusion. "Ahem, I see that all of these people are injured. I happen to have some magical healing medicine here. Do you need it?" "Oh." The 4 of them looked at each other, and Yuan Mingyan asked aloud, "I wonder what kind of healing medicine it is. How effective is it? Hey, come with me." With that said, Jun Lin led them to the counter where the strawberries were placed, and then took out 3 strawberries in exquisite wooden boxes. Without looking, he pushed it in front of several people. "That's it. You'll get results immediately after taking one. If it doesn't work, you won't be charged." Lin Jun boasted to himself, completely ignoring the shocked expressions on the faces of several people. "Ahem. Well, Mr. Lin, I'm interested in giving it a try, but you strawberry." A tall man among the 4 hesitated, obviously with a little dissatisfaction. Only then did Lin Jun react. "How, do you think my strawberries don't look good?" "No reason, this is a big, rosy." His eyes moved to the 3 strawberries on the table. Lin Jun's eyes suddenly bulged, and his face suddenly darkened. The next moment, Lin Jun's roar came from the shop. Lu Xiaoluo. Chapter 41. Lin Junyu took out a few strawberries from the cabinet, and each strawberry had a bite on its head. Judging from the tooth marks, it could be someone other than Lu Xiaoluo. Seeing Yuan Mingyan and others looking at him with strange eyes, Lin Jun could only smile awkwardly. Hee. There are naughty children at home, so you guys are laughing. Everyone, wait a moment, I'll get a new one. With that said, Jun Lin pretended to take out 3 more from the cabinet. "Ahem, this is called healing strawberry." Lin Jun introduced the effects of strawberries to several people. After listening to Lin Jun's introduction, Yuan Mingyan questioned with a skeptical tone, "You mean this strawberry has instant healing properties?" "Yes, it doesn't cost money if it doesn't work. If you believe me, you can try it," Lin Jun said with a smile. Yuan Mingyan looked at the strawberries in her hands, wondering whether they were real or fake. But the tall man just now was more direct. "Okay, let me try it." With that said, before Yuan Mingyan could stop her, she dropped the whole strawberry into her mouth. Hiss. The tall man's eyes widened. Seeing the tall man's expression, Yuan Mingyan and the others immediately asked worriedly, "Jianyi, how are you doing?" Hiss. "Sweet, so sweet. I saw this one called Jianyi, chewed it quickly a few times, and then swallowed the dregs." Then he gave a thumbs up and praised, "This strawberry is so sweet and tastes great." Yuan Mingyan and the others suddenly had black lines on their heads. "What a fool. Don't you feel any changes in yourself?" Lin Jun smiled mysteriously. Jianyi was stunned for a moment, then moved his hands and feet. Immediately exclaimed, "Yaosho, how is it? Isn't it amazing?" Lin Jun raised his eyebrows. Yuan Mingyan and the other 2 people just felt baffled and had no idea what these 2 people were doing. Haha, okay, my light and dark injuries are all healed." Seeing Jianyi jumping around, several people finally believed in this magical strawberry. The other woman immediately picked up one and bit it. After a while, he also exclaimed and praised the magic. Mr. Lin, this strawberry. Seeing this magical effect, it is actually better than those healing potions. Yuan Mingyan immediately had the idea of buying more. But I didn't know the price yet, so I had to look at Mr. Lin. 15,000 apiece, no two prices. Hearing the price mentioned by Lin Jun, Yuan Mingyan was immediately shocked. 15,000. Right, give me 20. Those elementary healing potions cost more than 30,000 yuan on the market. This strawberry is obviously better than the healing potion. Thinking that there are still several people in his mercenary group still lying on the bed, I can't wait any longer. Do you want 20? Wait a moment, I'll get them for you. With that said, Jun Lin happily ran up to the second floor. The main thing is to get a larger box, and then take out 20 strawberries from the system space. After a while, Yuan Mingyan looked at the 20 neatly arranged, rich-colored strawberries in the box. I couldn't help but swallow my saliva. I don't know if this strawberry has any effect on her hidden wounds. Gritting his teeth, he took one and ate it. Not to mention, these strawberries are indeed sweet and juicy. After being blinded, several people, including Lin Jun, felt a wave of energy surge out of Yuan Mingyan's body. Sister Yan, have your strength recovered? Another girl among the four asked in surprise. Yuan Mingyan felt the strength. Then he confirmed, yes. It has been restored to the beginning level of B level. Phew, great, haha, congratulations to Sister Yan. Several people burst into laughter. Lin Jun intervened inappropriately at this time, so, do you want to buy some Lingwu? Hearing this, several people smiled awkwardly. Mr. Lin, actually we don't have much money, but when we come back from completing this mission, we will definitely help your business. From the moment they first came in, Lin Jun could tell that Yuan Mingyan liked those daggers very much. Ahem, let's do this. You only need to pay a deposit of 10,000, and you can pay the balance when you come back. See if it works. Are you serious? Yuan Mingyan originally had hundreds of thousands, but after buying these strawberries, she only had tens of thousands left. Of course, I can trust you. As for whether it is true, even Lin Jun doesn't know. He just wanted to make friends with some people in the mercenary group, and it would be good experience to follow them in the wild in the future. After that, Yuan Mingyan got her wish and bought a dagger that was only 1 meter long. Jianyi bought a giant sword, another woman asked for a staff, and another man used a tachi. I left Lin Jun's shop. Jianyi caressed the huge sword with white light shining in his hand, and couldn't help but admire. Sister Yan, what level do you think these spiritual weapons are? Looking at the strength, they are no worse than the 4th level spiritual weapons. This is a 1st level spiritual weapon. I just don't know how to enhance it. It is comparable to the strength of level 4 or 5. Yuan Mingyan also gently stroked the exquisite dagger in her hand and explained. Yeah, it seems that Mr. Lin's teacher does have some skills. If we can get his help, our task will be much easier. I hope so. But Lin Jun was in the store and began to think about how to pretend to be his teacher. At this time, Lu Xiaoluo ran out again wearing her toy mask and one of Lin Jun's t-shirts, pretending to be nondescript. But this gave Lin Jun a hint, and he suddenly thought of how he appeared. Hey, just do it. After thinking about it, Lin Jun felt much better. So, he put down the thumb-thick stick in his hand, picked up a feather duster, and walked towards Lu Xiaoluo. This melon boy just needs discipline. Coincidentally, while Aunt May and Bai Ling were not at home, Uncle Mo also went out, and he had to have a good talk with her about strawberries. Shortly after, the sound of a little baby crying loudly spread throughout the street corner. After dinner, after the Lu family went back, Lin Jun returned to the room. On the bed was a gray combat uniform and a mask that could only cover his face. This is his outfit tomorrow. Get out a backpack and pack some necessary items. Then he took out his phone and dialed Yuan Mingyan's number. The phone beeped twice, and then Yuan Mingyan's crisp voice came. Hey, I'm the teacher of the boss of Junline Pavilion. That's right, just call me Lu Xiaoluo. After agreeing to accept the appointment with a commission of 2 million, he made an appointment at the meeting place and hung up the phone. He needs to farm monsters and level up, and he doesn't care how much money he has. If he went out this time and got a blue or purple outfit that was above level 3, he would really look down on the commission. I didn't know how long it would take to go out. After thinking about it, I continued to pick up the phone. I found the phone number of the head teacher Han Ya and dialed it. Perhaps it was because Jun Lin wanted to ask her for that condition, but he didn't answer it after thinking about it for a long time. But she finally accepted the call. Lin Jun didn't want to talk nonsense with her and just asked for leave. Han Ya didn't say anything and agreed directly. After all, she has received a notice from Principal Bai, asking her to make Lin Junxing more convenient. After hanging up the phone, Lin Jun crammed in some knowledge and didn't want to go to bed until after 12 o'clock. Early the next morning, before the Liu family came, Lin Jun, who had changed his outfit, left a note and went straight out. He stopped a taxi and headed to the place he had made an appointment with Yuan Mingyan. This time Lin Jun directly hid the wind blade sword. This time he planned to use the professional skills of gunner and mechanic. Since his identity is hidden, he can only use the profession of mechanic. Soon after, we arrived at the square in front of the west gate of the Magic City. Although this place is far away from the city, there are many people in the square. These people are basically mercenary groups who go out to hunt strange beasts, or they are scattered hunters. As soon as I got off the car, various shouts kept coming. The 4th level materials team is short of AD level or above control ability user. It is best to be of the wood type. The harvest and bounty will be divided equally. If you are interested, you will be ranked 4th. The 4th level crystal core team lacks AC level or above violent output. The commission is high, the benefits are good, and the captain's sister is also gentle. The 5th level crystal core team, led by AB level master, is short of AD level or above wet nurse. Priority is given to the water system. Regardless of gender, the milk supply must be sufficient. In the square, people gathered together in 2s and 3s, holding signs high, some were recruiting teammates, and some were selling crystal core materials. Of course, there are not only these in the square, there are also many businessmen and dealers, some are wandering around, and some are spitting and haggling with others. It is very lively. Lin Jun has the feeling that he is in the game world. Sure enough, Jinyang City and Magic City are not on the same level at all. Maybe this is called professionalism. After asking passers-by about the location of the meeting with Yuan Mingyan, Lin Jun entered a coffee shop. Finally, in a corner, he found Yuan Mingyan and others, 4 people he knew. I kept you waiting. Hearing the question mark, Yuan Mingyan and the other 4 stopped talking and looked up. Then he saw Lin Jun, wearing a gray combat uniform, a hooded windbreaker, and a mask, standing next to him. Who are you? Yuan Mingyan asked uncertainly. Liu Xiaoluo. After receiving the confirmation, Yuan Mingyan stood up immediately with a smile on her face. Hello, I am Yuan Mingyan, with wind attribute, professional combat system, and elementary level B level. Immediately, they introduced the 2 men and 1 woman to Mr. Lin respectively. This is a simple meaning: fire attribute, professional combat system, D level high level strength. This is Zhao Hu, earth attribute, professional warrior, D level high level strength. The last girl, Wang Yan, has a fire attribute, a professional law system, and is AD level junior in strength. Lin Jun only learned about Yuan Mingyan's introduction method in college classes. War system and law system are just their own hobbies. For example, Liu Bailing, when she picks up a staff, she is an elemental mage. If she picks up a sword, she is a fire attribute warrior. If she picks up a bow, she may be a fire archer. In fact, apart from those with powers such as strength and speed, most people choose careers based on their own awakened innate skills. After shaking hands with several people one by one, Lin Jun also introduced himself. Hello. My name is Liu Xiaoluo, summoning system, professional mechanic, strength B level beginner, nice to meet you. Lin Jun still lost his panic due to his strength. But when he finished speaking, everyone including Yuan Mingyan was stunned for a moment, their eyes full of disbelief. Are you a summoner with special powers? Right. This is why Lin Jun dared to say that he was a mechanic. In this world, in addition to those with ordinary attributes and superpowers, there are also mutant attributes. Everything else is called special superpowers. Special powers basically have their own special talent attributes. It doesn't mean that special powers are necessarily stronger than ordinary powers. Just like the beast-turned superpower Gale seen at the hunting ground in Jinyang City, his superpower has a particularly strong self-healing ability. This kind of belonging is quite good. As for the head coach of that training class, after being possessed by Spirit Bear, except that his strength and power abilities were about the same, his defense was a little higher, and there was nothing else. As for why they were so surprised after Lin Jun introduced himself, it's not that they haven't seen anyone with special powers, but because of the word, summoning. As we all know, there is no one with powers who can be involved in summoning who is not a genius. After being surprised, Yuan Mingyan solemnly said again, "Mr. Liu, I'm glad you can join us in this mission." "No, I'll take the money." Yuan Mingyan smiled. She didn't believe that a master who could refine spiritual weapons would risk entering the 5th and 6th level exotic beast area with them for a commission of several million. After she went back yesterday, she used a 3rd level spiritual weapon to slash with the dagger. As a result, the dagger didn't even make a mark. By then, there was a huge gap in the 3rd level spiritual weapon. It can be seen from this that the Lingwu of Junline Pavilion will definitely become the mainstream in the future. Yesterday, she was worrying about gains and losses, fearing that the master would not look down on the commission. Fortunately, the master agreed to collect materials by the way. "Anyway, thank you, Master Liu." "You're welcome." Mr. Lin didn't say much on this. While the 5 of them were eating, they explained to Lin Jun the target area for this character search. An hour later, the 5 people registered their exit records and headed towards the Black Mist Mountains in the west. To the northwest is the Black Mist Forest, which is a 4th and 5th level alien beast area. I heard that there are many elite level alien beasts, and it is a good place to hunt crystal cores. To the southwest is the Black Mist Swamp Woodland, which is extremely dangerous. If you don't have B-level strength or above, going there is basically asking for death. Of course, this is talking about ordinary B-level superpowers, not including special superpowers like Mo Xian and Song Yuan, as well as mutant superpowers such as Liu Beiling and Liu Santin. However, from the book, there seems to be a crack somewhere, which is a good place to get crystal cores. It's called the Black Mist Crack or something, like a copy of the game. You only need to pay an entry fee of 1 million, or use an Alliance crack ticket to enter. The risk level is 3 stars, but those who can get out of it will basically get rich in a day. It's not that the entry fee is too high, but if you don't have any strength, entering is almost like courting death. After I reach Class B, I have to go in and take a look. We walked west for more than an hour. A dense mountain forest appears in front of you. Is this the Black Mist Mountains? It's a bit like an undeveloped virgin mountain forest, with continuous mountains that can't be seen very far. All kinds of strange screams were heard everywhere, and those who were timid would probably be frightened to the point of being unable to walk. However, Mr. Lin was just shocked by the majesty of the mountains and forests in front of him. But he won't show it, otherwise Yuan Mingyan and the others will look down upon him. At this time, Yuan Mingyan gave a reminder. "Get ready to enter the mountains, everyone, please pay attention to your surroundings." "Okay, Miss Yan." Everyone drew their own weapons. Following Yuan Mingyan, we entered the mouth of the mountain range. Lin Jun followed at the end. Several people had no idea, and felt that this should be the case. Yuan Mingyan is AB level leader, and Lin Jun is AB level 1 at the back. There is nothing wrong with this configuration. In the Shongshan Mountains, we went several miles deep and were not attacked by any strange beasts. Lin Jun was a little anxious. For him, rescuing people was secondary. He still needed to gain experience by killing monsters. No wonder he is so desperate. After all, in this world, only by being strong can you protect yourself, your family and friends. Thinking. Suddenly, there was an exclamation from the person in front, and Yuan Mingyan reminded, "Attention. There is a situation at 9 o'clock. Lin Jun looked over at the stable, and suddenly a black shadow the size of a buffalo flashed across a thorn bush. The speed was very fast, but Jun Lin still saw a frame above his head. Explosive Earth Scavenging Lizard. Attribute: Earth. Level: Elite. Level: 5. Attack: 850-1200. Defense: 350. Life: 2500. Skills: Earth Explosive Bomb, Earth Thrust. The first time I came in, I bumped into an elite monster. I don't know whether this luck should be considered good or bad. Lin Jun immediately reminded. Be careful of the elite monsters with level 5 Earth attributes. Apart from the black shadow they saw just now, Yuan Mingyan and others did not see the true face of the strange beast at all. After hearing Jun Lin's reminder, everyone looked at Jun Lin in shock. As expected of a person with special powers, he actually already knows what kind of beast it is. Although they couldn't quite believe it. This is the first alien beast, and it's an elite one. It shouldn't be so unlucky, right? However, the master has reminded me, so I can only concentrate and stay vigilant. Mr. Lin, on the other hand, looked at the frame, which was surrounding his team. Probably waiting for an opportunity to launch an attack. Lin Jun snapped his fingers. SB Stalker. A summoning pattern lit up in front, and then a ball rolled out of the pattern. After it came out, it immediately stretched out the propeller and flew beside Jun Lin with a buzzing sound. This scene shocked the four of them instantly. Is this the summoner? So amazing. Like a drone. However, Mr. Lin didn't intend to explain. He just kept summoning the stalker before the lizard planned to attack. After a while, there were already 5 balls buzzing around him. He took out a blueberry and ate it, and his spiritual energy was restored to full. Then he took out his competitive automatic pistol and stared in the direction of the lizard. Be careful to protect yourself, the beast is about to attack. Several people recovered from their surprise and followed Jun Lin to look over there. Hiss. Really? In the thorn bush, there were first a few hissing sounds. Then a giant lizard the size of a buffalo rushed out. Mr. Lin, without any other action, raised his hand to activate the trigger, and fired 3 shots. Bang bang bang. -149. -162. -175. Hiss. 3 injuries surged out, and 3 blood flowers exploded and flew up. The giant lizard screamed in pain. Lin Jun sighed. The damage was a little small, but it was not surprising. After all, this giant lizard had more than 350 defense. If it were an ordinary 5th level alien beast, these 3 shots would probably have killed half of its life. After being shot 3 times, the monitor lizard became even more angry. Open that smelly mouth. A clay bomb the size of a blue ball condensed out of his mouth. Then he fired at Mr. Lin. Puff. Get out of the way. Lin Jun reminded him and stepped aside. Yuan Mingyan pulled Wang Yan and hid aside. Jian Yi and the 2 men were also agile and jumped away in unison. The soil bombs were almost touching, and several people passed by their original positions and flew into the woods behind. Boom. A small explosion. Several trees were blown down. Mechanical attack. Buzz. Lin Jun quickly ordered 5 or 6 stalkers to face the giant lizard that was charging hard. Boom boom boom. There were several more explosions and flashes of fire. The air wave from the explosion stirred up countless smoke and dust, blocking the view. So powerful. Yuan Mingyan, who is a Class B, was shocked. The other 3 people were even more shocked. I feel like I'm a fake superpower. The summoning system is really a pervert. You can't afford to offend it, you really can't afford to offend it. Lin Jun got up while listening to the system prompts. I feel very comfortable. Ding. Kill level 5 elite monsters and gain experience x 20,000, healing strawberry x 13, soul reviving blueberry x 15, strengthening stone x 28, aurora sword x 1, and soul crystal x 1. It is indeed an elite monster, but in terms of experience, it is 10 times higher than ordinary monsters, and it has a lot of explosion rate even without it. Aurora sword, soul crystal, aurora sword, category, lightsaber exclusive to Soul Calibur. Quality, purple, level 3, attack power, 250. Skill attack, 250. Strength plus 25, intelligence plus 25. Passive, the attack has a light attribute effect. When attacking a dark attribute enemy, the attack damage is increased by 50%. Introduction, made by famous teachers. Soul crystals. There is a chance of dropping the soul crystals when you kill the monsters with attributes, which can be used to exchange for legendary equipment. Not bad. This lightsaber is a really rare item. Even if you don't use it, you can sell it for a lot of money. As for the soul crystal, Mr. Lin doesn't have to guess. If he doesn't care about the tens of millions, he probably won't even be able to pay back a legendary hair. He had already experienced this in a certain goose game in his previous life. For everything, just let it happen. Don't pursue it too deliberately, otherwise you will be tricked by Tongzi again. When the smoke and dust cleared, the blown-up body of the monitor lizard came into view. You're going to die now. Is this a level 5 elite beast? Jian Yi looked at the body of the giant lizard, and then at the indifferent Mr. Lin. I really can't think of how to describe Master Lu's abilities. I remembered that in the past, a dozen of my mercenary group went to hunt down a level 5 person. It was difficult to kill him without killing 1 or 2 people. But now, it only takes less than a minute for Master Lu to take action. Strong, so strong. After looking at the body of the monitor lizard, Mr. Lin looked at the few people and asked with concern, "Are you okay?" Yuan Mingyan looked like a monster on her face. When she heard Lin Jun's concern, she said nothing and just shook her head. The same goes for several other people, because they don't know what to say. Lin Jun saw their expressions and had no choice but to cough lightly and find a reason to send them away. Ahem, you go and see if the crystal core is still there, I need to take a rest. Jian Yi immediately responded, "Oh, okay, I'll go right away. This is respect for the strong. I believe it will be very honorable for me to brag about forming a team with a summoning master in front of my friends in the future." The 2 men went to dig for the crystal core of the alien beast, while Yuan Mingyan and Wang Yan came to Lin Jun. "Master Lu, thank you very much." Yuan Mingyan was indeed grateful to him. Thinking that he has this kind of strength, he can make more money just by hunting down some crystal cores than if he gave him that little commission. Now he is committed to doing tasks with himself. Lin Jun waved his hands carelessly and said, "Hey, I took your money, and these are what I should do. Besides, my main purpose is to try my luck. Just treat it as a sightseeing outing with you. You don't have to so polite." Yuan Mingyan bit her red lips and secretly made a decision. "Master Lu, if you complete the mission this time, I will give you another 1 million. Just when Lin Jun was about to refuse, Jian Yi came over in a hurry, holding an earthy gray crystal stone and a pair of lizard skins in his hands. "Haha, Master, this is a 5th level high-grade earth attribute crystal core. What a good thing." Hearing this, Mr. Lin was slightly shocked. This luck is so good. Got it for 5 million. You know, it does not mean that you will get attribute crystal cores after killing an elite monster. Most of them will have no attribute crystal cores after killing them. There is a huge price difference between crystal cores with and without attributes. For example, a level 5 non-attributed crystal core can be sold for as low as 500,000 yuan on the market, and if it is of good quality, it can be sold for more than 1 million yuan. But if it has attributes, it can be sold at a higher price. The lowest quality one can be sold for 3 million, and the best one is worth 10 million. Hehe, Master Lu, this is for you, you killed it. No, just follow the hunting team's rules. Several people were stunned for a moment. According to the unwritten rules of the hunting team, there are 2 plans. One is that the leader gets the big head and the rest is divided equally. This is a distribution plan for the leader who is stronger than the team members. The other is that all members will share equally what they gain from going out. And Zheng Lin said that according to the rules of the hunting team, a crystal core or anything obtained later must be handed over to the captain to be divided up after returning to the city. Isn't this good? After all, we didn't even contribute. Yuan Mingyan was really a little embarrassed. We are a team now. Lin Jun blocked them all with one word. In fact, Mr. Lin just thinks that Yuan Mingyan and others are of good character, so he should make friends with them. Yuan Mingyan said nothing and put the crystal core into her bag, feeling extremely grateful. Their mercenary group was really short of money. So he looked at Mr. Lin with a lot of respect. After everyone rested for a while, they continued to go deeper. After Lin Jun showed his strength, several people obviously respected him a lot and regarded him as a hidden boss. Afternoon. Several people have arrived at a mountainside. Along the way, he didn't encounter any strange beasts, even level 1, which made Lin Jun feel extremely depressed. However, looking at Yuan Mingyan and the others, they all patted their chests and looked like God was blessing them. Mr. Lin was too embarrassed to complain. Yuan Mingyan suddenly pointed to a flat slope opposite and said, Master Lu, up ahead is the location we searched last time. I guess that the expedition team may be in the blocked cave. Mr. Lin heard them say that he had been here last time. However, when approaching the cave, they were attacked by a group of strange beasts. As a result, 3 of the dozen team members died. The rest, except Yuan Mingyan, were all seriously or slightly injured. Yeah, as soon as Mr. Lin heard that there was a group of strange beasts, he immediately became energetic. I wonder what kind of strange beast it is. Yuan Mingyan could hear the excitement in Lin Jun's tone. He looked at Jun Lin suspiciously and said, they are all mutated blue wolves from level 3 to level 5, but the Wolf King is a mutated wind wolf. Haha, really? That's great. After hearing this, Jun Lin immediately jumped up excitedly. Swish, several eyes looked at Mr. Lin. There are doubts and confusions. Aha, I mean, don't worry, I will take care of this wolf pack. Master Lu, this can't be done. The mutated green wolf is famous for its speed. Otherwise, we'd better discuss it in the long term. Yuan Mingyan herself is also a B-level strength. She didn't realize that she could deal with a group of 3rd and 4th level alien beasts, not to mention a 5th level elite alien beast. Hey, Commander Yuan, I'm not stupid enough to make fun of my own life. A few people thought about it. If Master Lu summoned dozens of robotic balls like the one just in the morning, it would be very easy to deal with these strange beasts. Then, okay, Master Lu, be careful. Yuan Mingyan and others had no choice but to agree. Okay, just follow me from a distance. As he said that, he walked over immediately. Several people looked at each other and had no choice but to follow slowly. However, his expression seemed to be very vigilant, looking around in case there was any trouble. Jun Lin also observed the surroundings carefully, but his pace was not slow. After a while, I came to the edge of the flat slope. Suddenly, there were dozens of pairs of green eyes in front of him, all looking at him. No, there are countless information maniacs displayed in front of you. Mutation Green Wolf. Grade, Ordinary. Level 3, Young. Attack Power, 230. Defense, 35. Life, 550. Mutation Green Wolf. Grade, Ordinary. Level 4. Attack Power, 500. Defense, 60. Life, 1000. Seeing this, Mr. Lin's eyes flashed green and he secretly tried to make a fortune. The green wolves also recovered from their daze. Unexpectedly, a human suddenly appeared in his territory. Ouch! With a wolf howl, the green wolves who were hiding under the roots of the surrounding trees to enjoy the coolness all stood up with a flutter. Lin Jun didn't panic at all. He took out his pistol, raised his hand and fired 3 shots. Bang bang bang. Ouch! The 3 closest young green wolves had bloody flowers on their heads, and they fell to the ground with a mournful roar. Ding! Kill the 3rd level beast and gain plus 500 experience, gold coins x 450, healing strawberries x 3, soul reviving blueberries x 2, and strengthening stones x 10. Ding! ... Ordinary exotic beasts, the experience is very touching. With the current upgrade requirements, it is difficult to level up without killing hundreds of them. However, no matter how little this is, it is still meat. Ouch! The 3 strange beasts that fell to the ground could not stop the wolves, but also stimulated their ferocity and speed. Bang bang bang. Sprint. Lin Jun pulled the trigger while stimulating his natural skills. High explosive grenade. Boom, boom. Instant kick. Knee bump. As he kept dodging, Lin Jun not only fired his pistol, but also kept throwing grenades into densely populated areas. After a while, the group of alien beasts were blown up into chaos. And the reminders in my mind kept ringing. But in this way, the spirit essence will soon be empty. I have to keep chewing blueberries in the spare time. He even stuffed several in his mouth and swallowed one whenever he lost his psychic powers. The people who were following him from a distance were all shocked when they saw Lin Jun's gorgeous footwork. Is that human being? Not only is he a summoner, he is fast, and his legs and feet are so powerful. Speaking of their D-level strength, one skill may not necessarily be able to defeat a level 4 green wolf in seconds. And what the hell did he throw out? It's not a grenade, is it? Can grenades damage level 4 alien beasts? But when I think about Lin Jun's career, I seem to understand something again. I guess it might also be his skill. Wouldn't his profession be just an ammunition depot? After they were shocked, 40 or 50 of the green wolves had already fallen to the ground. Yuan Mingyan suddenly saw a figure as big as an elephant not far away, rushing towards Jun Lin quickly. He hurriedly exclaimed, "Master Lu, be careful." Lin Jun also noticed a huge figure closest to the cave entrance. After hurriedly replenishing his psychic energy, he raised his hand and snapped his fingers. SB self-destructing drone. Buzz. A circular formation lit up above his head. 3 drones that were not too big but looked like arrows sprang out directly from the circular formation. Following Lin Jun's instructions, he quickly rushed towards the mutated wind wolf. Even the extremely fast wind wolf didn't have time to react. There were 3 flashes of fire. Boom, boom, boom. Ouch. Feng Lang's tall body was submerged in the sea of fire. Only a long, mournful roar was heard. All go. This power. It's really like a heifer going up to the sky. Lin Jun himself was shocked by this power. It was also the first time for him to use this skill. Is this a missile? I guess, it's almost the same. This summoner is so perverted. Doesn't he have an ammunition depot? It's really perverted, but I like. When several people in the distance saw this power, they were so shocked that they couldn't speak fluently. Jun Lin, who was still fighting, found that he did not receive a notification from the system, so he knew that the wind wolf was not dead yet. It seems that the power is great, but the damage is fixed by itself. Kicked away the 2 green wolves in front of him. Add another move to the wind wolf. SB self-destructing drone. Whoosh whoosh. 3 more drones pierced directly. Boom boom boom. Ding. Kill level 5 elite monsters and obtain experience. After hearing that the rewards from the system had arrived, Lin Jun felt relieved and began to deal with these shrimp soldiers and generals with all his strength. But the moment Feng Lang died, the little green wolf became even more ferocious. His eyes were full of bloodlust. Little trash, come on. Bang bang bang. It was a one-sided battle with no suspense about the outcome. Until half an hour later, the entire hillside was covered with green wolf corpses. Except for Lin Jun's shortness of breath, he didn't even have any injuries. If this were told, no one would believe it. However, Yuan Mingyan and others believed it because they had seen it with their own eyes and had to believe it. Anyway, Yuan Mingyan, couldn't challenge the herd alone. Not to mention the 5th level elite, even these 3rd and 4th level green wolves could consume her to death. Of course, if she had enough spirit energy, she could still deal with more than 20 of them. When several people approached, Lin Jun sat on a boulder to rest. Jian Yi raised a thumbs up when he came up, his eyes full of admiration. Master Lu, other than giving this to you, I can't find any words to describe it. That's right, Master Lu, you're so handsome, especially those kicks of yours, with 1 kick and 1 green wolf, it made me numb just looking at it. To them, this master must be 40 or 50 years old. I am only in my 30s, so there is nothing wrong with treating him like an elder and showing some respect. Not only Jian Yi and Zhao Hu thought so. Even Yuan Mingyan thought that Master Lu was over 40. This Master Lu should have more than B-level strength. I once said that I want to find a husband older than myself. I wonder if Master Lu is married. Thinking of this, Yuan Mingyan's face heated up. Excellent. Lin Jun waved his hand modestly. Master, I'm going to collect wolf fangs for you. Me, I'll go too. Jian Yi and Zhao Hu took out their knives and volunteered to collect wolf teeth to do rough work. The most valuable part of this green wolf is its fangs. The second is wolf skin, which is the material used to make combat uniforms. But skinning is too troublesome. Just skin the level 5 wind wolf. After a while, Jian Yi ran back in a hurry. Haha, Master, you have made a fortune, and you have another mid-grade wind attribute crystal core. Brother Jian Yi, you are lucky. It seems that if I go out to hunt crystal cores in the future, I will have to ask you to be the chief surgeon. Lin Jun made a friendly joke. Little did they know that his words sounded like fairy music to several people's ears. Jian Yi thought to himself, Master Lu, is he going to accept me as his younger brother? Yuan Mingyan thought to herself, Jianyi equals Rose mercenary group equals herself, Master Lu is not interested in her, right? Thinking of this, Yuan Mingyun's face turned even redder, and her eyes peeked at Lin Jun. Hee, this is all Master Lu's good luck. Of course, if Master Lu needs it, I, old Jane, will always be waiting for you. This is a master who can kill level 5 elite beasts as easily as drinking water. There is no shame in helping him with some rough work. Haha, it's settled then. Don't refuse then. Haha, definitely, definitely. After killing this group of green wolves, Mr. Lin had a plan. From now on, we can only look for elite level exotic beasts. Otherwise, no one knows that it will take the year of the monkey and the month of the horse to upgrade. The slaughter of more than 100 3rd level and 4th level alien beasts was not as much experience as the experience of 2 5th level elite alien beasts. After collecting all the materials, it took a few people to reach the cave entrance blocked by stones. After finding out the situation, everyone was in trouble. Hiss, it seems like the cave entrance was deliberately blown up to stop the alien beasts. Jianyi scratched his head and said, yeah, look at the blood stains down there, it's almost like this. What should we do now? We won't be able to get in without large machines to dig it out or blast it with explosives. Everyone grimaced and had no idea. Well, let me do it. Lin Jun said. That's right, Master Lu can summon an ammunition depot. Jianyi flattered him appropriately. Lin Jun rolled his eyes, why can I summon an ammunition depot? Well, but, that's about right. Finally, Mr. Lin sat down and kept calling SB Stalker. If it's too little, it probably won't be powerful enough. Jianyi and Zhao Hu, on the other hand, drilled holes in the stone to place the SB Stalker. Yuan Mingyan and Lin Jun ate a blueberry for a long time and felt a little strange. Master Lu, what are you? Seeing Yuan Mingyan full of doubts, she stared at the blueberries in her hand. Only then did Lin Jun remember that he didn't introduce blueberries to them that day. Oh, are you talking about this? This is called healing blueberry. Once the spiritual energy in the body is used up, eating one will restore it to full value. What, you mean, this has the same effect as strawberries? No, strawberries are healing, blueberries are healing. Yuan Mingyan's face was full of shock. You need to know why so many people choose the war system. The main reason is that on the one hand, the talent and skills are on the one hand, and on the other hand, the talent and qualifications are poor, and there is too little spiritual energy in the body, so I have to learn some melee skills. Otherwise, who would be so stupid as to fight against the alien beasts personally? She also has 2 long-range skills. If you don't want to waste spiritual energy, you can still use them as a mage. Are these blueberries for sale? Sell it. I sell it in my student shop, 15,000 each. Go buy it if you need it. That's good. Yuan Mingyan was in a good mood. If she had this thing, there would be a lot of output in the mercenary group in the future. Well, can you sell me a few of them now? Hearing this, Mr. Lin didn't say anything unnecessary and took out 10 items from his backpack. This thing will be dropped as long as you swipe strange beasts. Just the more than 100 green wolves you just killed will drop thousands of them. It's really not a rare thing to him. Hey, a total of 150,000, cash or transfer? Well, Yuan Mingyan's face turned red. Well, can you go back and pay again? Compensated for the expenses of the 3 team members who died last time, as well as those who were injured and hospitalized. Her pockets were already empty. Otherwise, I wouldn't think about completing this commission task no matter what. This is okay. Yeah, thank you. At this time, Jianyi's voice came. Master Lu, have you seen enough of these holes? How many holes are there? Lin Jun looked at the ground beside him. There were about 50 or 60 balls, which was probably enough. These stalkers are just silver gray balls when they don't receive instructions from Mr. Lin. Lu hurriedly stood up and asked them to stuff the ball into the small hole. Place 2 in each hole. Wait until all the balls are stuffed in. Then they retreated more than 20 meters away and each found a bunker. Then Lin Jun raised his hand and snapped his fingers. Boom! All the stalkers exploded at the same time, turning into a deafening explosion. It collapsed at the entrance of the cave and was exploded, with countless rubbles flying everywhere. When the smoke cleared, a deep hole appeared in front of us. Several people came outside the cave entrance and looked inside. They saw that it was pitch black inside, nothing could be seen, and it was a bit eerie. What to do? Do you want to go in? Walk. Lin Jundong walked in first. Several people took out their flashlights and followed behind. With a great god leading the team, I didn't think there was anything scary about it. But it's really dark inside. Lin Jun didn't know what he thought of, and summoned a stalker. Several people didn't know why. Sure enough, as soon as the ball came out, under Jun Lin's instruction, it not only extended a rotor, but also opened its belly, and a particularly bright light lit up. Holy crap, Master Lu, your ball can't be omnipotent. Lin Jun smiled and said nothing. This is called a stalker. If you don't even have a light, what's the point of chasing? Confirming his suspicion, Lin Jun summoned 5 more. Then the whole cave became bright. The cave is very spacious, 5 or 6 meters high from the ground to the top, and as wide as a basketball court. But apart from some rocks, no one was found. Let's search, Yuan Mingyan said. Okay. Lin Jun was also among the searchers. They searched for a while. Everyone thought that the expedition team might not be there. Wang Yan exclaimed, Sister Yan, Master Lu, there is a situation here. Several people immediately gathered towards where Wang Yan was. When Mr. Lin arrived, he saw a stone crevice about 2 meters high and 2 meters wide behind a huge stone. Lin Jun suddenly found something beside the crack in the stone and went over to pick it up. Well, it was a woman's shoe, and it had blood stains on it. Could this be left by someone from the expedition? Yuan Mingyan also saw the blood stains on it, and her forehead wrinkled slightly. Whether it is or not, you will know once you go in and take a look. There were blood stains, so maybe there was some strange beast inside. Anyway, if there are strange beasts, Mr. Lin, will definitely move forward. After saying that, Lin Jun raised his legs and walked in. This was not his style. After entering the stone crevice, the road is flat, and the traces look like they have been washed out by water. Hey, do you think there could be a tomb inside? Oh, what do you say? Don't you think this road looks a bit like the tunnel of a tomb? Jian Yi expresses his opinion. However, Yuan Mingyan has a different view. I do think there might be a space crack inside. Lin Jun was surprised. Is there any explanation for this? I have read about reports of space cracks. Every occurrence is inevitable. Let's just talk about the Black Mist crack. Although the terrain of the Black Mist swamp is very dangerous, there must be a safe way to get there. Actually, it's not just the Black Mist crack, it's the same for other cracks. It feels like there's something irresistible and it's intentional. This is somewhat similar to opening up Wasteland in previous games. Is this really a game world? Besides, why does my system have a system for killing monsters and upgrading? It can't be a sign-in system, or a farming system or something like that. Is there any connection between this system and this world? Hey, what Sister Yan said makes sense. You see, as long as someone discovers that there is a crack, the people who go next can basically arrive safely. You look like someone who hasn't watched the news. Haven't the authorities announced safe routes? Otherwise, how could ordinary people dare to do business at the entrance to the crack? Wang Yan's eyes were full of small money symbols, and she said, alas. Does that mean that we may also find a crack? There is an official reward mechanism. As long as a crack is discovered, there will be a minimum cash reward of 100 million. It's true. The reward of 100 million is just a crack of 1 star. If it is rated as 5 stars or above, there will be a reward of 3 billion. Yuan Mingyan affirmed. What they said sounded serious. Mr. Lin was confused. Who am I and where am I? I feel like my brain is a bit lacking. It turns out that what I know about this world is still very rare. Why don't you listen carefully to the class in the future? After walking for a few more minutes, Lin Jun suddenly saw a faint light in front of him. There were also some strange cries, but they didn't sound like they were coming from humans. Shish, be quiet. By the way, he gave instructions to several stalkers to turn off the lights. The other 4 people also heard those strange screams, and their expressions changed. Lin Jun stood on tiptoe and slowly touched it. Several people also followed Lin Jun's example and followed quietly. After a while, Several people came to the place where the light shined. Lin Jun stretched out his head and took a closer look. Then his eyes widened and his heart started beating wildly. Inside, there is an extremely empty cave. If you really want to describe it, it should be as big as 2 football fields. In the innermost part of the cave, there is a strip that is more than 20 meters high and only 5 or 6 meters wide, like an oval mirror, glowing with a dazzling red light. Is this a crack? But this was not the reason why Lin Jun was shocked. Because he saw a group of short, strange-looking beasts with pointed faces, pointed mouths, and pointed ears. There were no less than 50 or 60 in number. Wrong. He didn't know if it was considered an alien beast. As far as he knew, it was impossible for an alien beast to hold a weapon, right? And, of course, there are the message boxes they carry on their heads. Lin Jun feels a little numb. Hunter Green Leather Goblin. Grade: Ordinary Alien. Level: Level 2. Attack: 1000. Defense: 50. Life: 1500. Skill: is this an attribute that level 2 should have? Not only that, among these goblins, there was also an even more perverted one. Captain of the Green-Skinned Goblin Hunter. Grade: Ordinary Alien. Level: Level 3. Attack: 2500. Defense: 100. Life: 5000. Skill: why are you so embarrassed about the 2 elite beasts you asked me to kill today? Are these visitors from other worlds, even level 2 or 3, so terrifying? What if it was a level 5 or level 9 beast king? But now is not the time for him to worry unfoundedly. Because this group of visitors from another world are having a carnival. Between them, a 2-meter-high cauldron was burning. On the side, there were 7 or 8 men and women, tied up and paralyzed on the ground, their faces full of fear. There were also a few people who seemed to be seriously injured and were lying motionless, not knowing whether they were alive or dead. However, no one would be able to calm down when surrounded by dozens of beasts that were as powerful as level 5 elites. In addition, there is a pot burning on the side, which can be put into the cauldron for the 8 of them to stew together. But Lin Jun had another reason not to save him. Because among those 8 people, there was an acquaintance. If we don't save him, we will really become an acquaintance. Lin Jun retracted his head and whispered to several people about the situation inside. After that, I immersed myself in it and kept thinking about countermeasures. There was nothing I could do. Seeing Lu Wanshu tied up and crying, it was really hard to do nothing to save her. Yes, that acquaintance is his elementary school classmate Lu Wanshu. This fool is serious. She has only been in college for a few days. Just go out and find fault. Don't you know what your strength is? In fact, Lin Jun really doesn't know what Lu Wanshu's strength is. In his opinion, the last time he saw her being tortured like that by a group of 3rd-level alien beasts, he thought she was just a rookie. But what he didn't know was that Lu Wanshu was a genius with mutated wood type, water type attack and nanny talent. Of course, I have to talk to him, Mr. Lin, this idiot again. Master Lu, what should we do now? Do we still want to save him? Yuan Mingyun's face turned slightly pale. There is no way, she is just a B-level superpower with low talent and extremely ordinary. Just talking about the strength of this B-level elementary level, she also got it by using a lot of spiritual potions. This is why she has little savings. It is usually very difficult to deal with a level 5 elite beast, let alone dozens of them below. As for the other few people, there is no hope at all. I'll probably be able to sit down with the cheerleaders behind me. Save. What Lin Jun was thinking was that although these visitors from another world had high attack power, their defense was really low. This is why Lin Jun thinks he can take a gamble. Then what are we going to do? You guys should act according to the situation. After saying that, Mr. Lin began to focus on his summoning business. If there is anything that one stalker can't solve, then 10 more will do it. In fact, no matter how you think about it, he is the Bog of this world. Yuan Mingyan and the others didn't know what to do, so they could only watch from the sidelines as the balls around Lin Jun continued to increase. Although this primary skill is incomparable in power and damage to self-destructing drones, it has no cooldown time. Before one rune halo disappeared, another one appeared, growing continuously. Just when Lin Jun called frantically, Lu Wanshu below was crying, looking at the bespectacled woman lying on her lap, full of anxiety. And this woman, who looked to be in her mid-20s, looked like a scholar engaged in research. There are many wounds on his body now. The most serious one is the wound in his abdomen, and blood is still flowing out. Wow, Professor Hu, are you okay now? Ahem, I can still persist, but, alas. This woman spoke intermittently, and it was obvious that she would not live long. Her pale face looked at Lu Wanshu with a look of guilt. Wanshu, I shouldn't bring you out. Yes, I'm sorry. Whoa, Professor Hu, don't say that. I don't blame you. Bah, Lu Wanshu, if it weren't for you, how could I have followed you out? I said whatever you did when you came out was all your fault. An angry and trembling male voice sounded in his ears. Lu Wanshu raised her head after hearing the words. When she saw the speaker, her eyes were full of disgust. It's him, otherwise Professor Hu will be fine. He is just a rich second generation who is too trashy to be trashy. He also wants to pursue my mother. She would rather be single for the rest of her life than fall in love with him. Li Wenbo, it's all your fault. You still have the nerve to say that if you hadn't run around, Professor Hu wouldn't have been injured. It's all your fault. You. Faced with Lu Wanshu's shameless accusations and the disgusted eyes of others, Li Wenbo's face turned blue and white at times, and he couldn't say a word. At this moment, 2 goblins came over carrying maces. Pointing at Professor Hu on Lu Wanshu's lap, he said something to them that they couldn't understand. I guess it means this delicious food is running out soon, so let's get it fresh while it's fresh. Seeing the 2 goblins coming up to drag Professor Hu away, Lu Wanshu screamed in surprise. Ouch! No, don't touch her. The rest of the people could only look sad. The water has been boiled, and I don't know who will be next, or whether they will be put into the pot together. Let's have a Mandarin duck hot pot. So they all just shrank, too scared to speak. Ooh, please let her go. Ooh, help, someone come and save us. In the dark, there were already hundreds of balls around Lin Jun. I wanted to summon more than 1,000 of him. But the screams below interrupted his call. Lin Jun stretched his head out and saw the 2 goblins dragging an injured woman to the cauldron, while Lu Wanshu was crying and yelling. I know I can't put it off any longer. Otherwise, that woman would have been burned. With a thought, hundreds of stalkers around him stretched out their rotors and took off. Buzz, you guys are here to take care of me. After saying that, Lin Jun jumped out, followed by hundreds of stalkers. As soon as he jumped out, without waiting for anyone to react, he raised his gun and shot the 2 goblins twice. Bang bang, -430, -450. The damage is considerable. Unexpectedly, for a monster with low defense, my basic attack would be greatly increased. Gujigji. Jun Lin's sudden appearance alarmed all the goblins. The 2 goblins who were shot left Professor Hu behind, holding the place where they had been shot and howling in pain. Bang bang. Lin Jun continued to shoot 2 more shots each. The 2 goblins' health bars were emptied and they fell to the ground motionless. The system prompts also sounded in Lin Jun's mind. Ding. Kill level 2 ordinary foreign beasts and gain experience plus 10,000, gold coins x 5,000, special healing potion x3, special rejuvenation potion x2, colorless crystal core x1, ice crystal hand crossbow x1, soul crystal x1. Ding. Kill. When Jun Lin saw the kill reward, he became excited. Looking at these goblins, they all feel like they have become experience packs. I didn't expect that a level 2 person would have 10,000 experience points. Although it is not as high as the 5th level elite, it is still very good. After all, there are so many, and it is estimated that they can be promoted to the D level high level. Seeing the figure that looked like a god descending from the sky, everyone's eyes glowed with hope. Someone actually came to rescue me, and I felt like I was surviving a disaster. However, this man was able to kill these terrifying monsters with a pistol, and they were all very curious. Bang bang bang. Within a few breaths, Mr. Lin killed another one. At this time, the goblins had already reacted. Gujigji. The 3rd level goblin kept shouting at the 2nd level goblin. Then, a dozen goblins holding bows and arrows were seen, reorganizing their formation and walking out. It seemed that Mr. Lin was going to be shot. All go. Are you so professional? Lin Junlao was surprised. Will these visitors from other worlds be able to form a military formation? However, there are countless stalkers above him, and what he wants is for them to gather together to maximize their lethality. Mechanical combat begins. Buzz. A dozen stalkers plunged into the group of bow-wielding goblins. The fire shines. Boom boom boom. Continuous explosions caused air waves and countless smoke and dust. A dozen bow-wielding goblins were drowned in the sea of fire. Alerts sounded continuously in Lin Jun's mind. Ding. Congratulations on the upgrade. The current level is D-level mid-level. Ding. Obtain new free attribute points, which can be allocated. Ding. Gain skill points, which can be distributed. Ding. Your machinist profession has new skills to learn. Upgrade prompts come one after another. But now is not the time to check, so Lin Jun ignores it. When Lu Wanshu and others saw this scene, they were extremely shocked. Immediately I was overjoyed. He should be saved. After all, there is such a powerful person coming to rescue him. I don't know what level of great god this is. After the explosion, Lin Jun fired with his pistol while slowly approaching Lu Wanshu and others. It was at that time that a few more grenades were thrown. When he came to Lu Wanshu, he immediately drew out a dagger and cut the rope in her hand. Then he threw the dagger into her hand. Go, help your companions. After saying that, he didn't care about Lin Wanshu's inexplicable look. Then he continued to clear monsters. Buzz. Bang bang. With the cooperation of the stalkers, the goblins fell one by one. Lu Wanshu, why are you still in a daze? Why don't you help us untie them? Li Wenbo shouted loudly. I'm not completely saved yet. Only then did Lu Wanshu come to her senses from the figure and quickly went up to cut Professor Hu's rope. Then he went to help the other companions untie the ropes, leaving Li Wenbo until the end. And she still asked the uninjured classmate to help him untie it. She didn't want to see that person because she felt sick when she saw him. And Li Wenbo was already furious when he was treated like this by Lu Wanshu. Die 38. If you dare to treat me like this, I will let you know the consequences of offending me later. Li Wenbo secretly gritted his teeth. But he was certain that this great god should have been sent to him by his father. After all, no one in the field has such strength as him. So now he is very confident and feels that he is good. Lu Wanshu came to Professor Hu and found that Professor Hu had taken in more air and less out. Professor Hu, hold on for a while and you will be saved soon. I don't know Lu Wanshu's confidence. At this time, Yuan Mingyan and others came over. Everyone, get out of here. As he said that, he helped to pick up Professor Hu, and several other people also helped to lift some injured classmates and walked towards the exit. I am Li Wenbo of the Li family, come and help me. Li Wenbo shouted as if I was the boss. Jian Yi and Yuan Mingyan looked at each other, and the latter nodded to him. Jian Yi reluctantly went up to help Li Wenbo. Nonsense. It's really not manly enough to need help with just that little wound. Lu Wanshu didn't even want to look at Li Wenbo, but stopped to look at the elegant figure in the battle, with no intention of leaving. This classmate, leave quickly. You can't help much here, but it will only cause trouble. Yuan Mingyan said with some dissatisfaction. Really, I don't have any self-awareness at all, but I don't want the master to take care of me. For some reason, Yuan Mingyan felt uncomfortable when she saw Lu Wanshu staring at Lin Jun. It feels like my husband is coveted by another vixen. Oh, Lu Wanshu immediately woke up. Indeed, the target of those monsters now is Mr. Lin. If these monsters have any idea, it would be bad to capture him as a hostage. The group of people came to the stone crevice where they had just taken shelter and stopped. Everyone stretched out their heads and looked at the battle below. Perhaps Lin Jun did not use skills such as instant kick because he did not want to reveal his identity. It's just that the mutation wanders around, and the mutation attacks with a pistol. With the cooperation of the stalkers, I just used kite-flying tactics. There was no pressure, and I often had the leisure to throw grenades at the level 3 goblins. The roar of the explosion continued, and everyone was surprised to see it. Finally, the 3rd level goblin fell to the ground unwillingly due to Lin Jun's despicable attack. There was no other way. Mr. Lin threw all his grenades at it. If it didn't die, who would die? Ding. Kill level 3 ordinary foreign beasts and gain experience plus 30,000, gold coins x 12,000, special healing potion x 5, Special Soul Recovery Potion X6, Level 3 Colorless Crystal Core X1, Wood Spirit Staff X1, Soul Crystal X1. Very good. Another 30,000 experience points, and there are so many goblins, are enough to reach a high level. He just took a glance and found that he only needed 500,000 experience points, and that was enough. SB Self-Destructing Drone. Above Mr. Lin's head, a light lit up. Whoosh whoosh. 3 drones jumped out and attacked the goblins gathered together. Boom boom. Not to be outdone, the remaining stalkers also found direct targets under Jun Lin's instructions. It was just a blast. This scene was also seen by the people watching above. Several classmates immediately exclaimed, "Ah, this is the summoner. Wow, is he really a summoner? No wonder he is so strong. Summoner can actually summon drones and bombs." At this time, Yuan Mingyun's proud voice came. "This is the summoning system, mechanic." Hearing this, everyone looked confused. Mechanic? Is there such a profession? Hearing this, Lu Wanshu was also a little confused. Isn't Mr. Lin a wind power user? Is he the kind of person with hidden powers? But what's wrong with that proud and smug look on your woman's face? Lu Wanshu glanced at Yuan Mingyan with a strange look, and then looked at the figure who was finishing. His expression is getting worse and worse. Whether it was the grenade thrown or the voice that just spoke, she was sure that the person was Jun Lin. Bang bang. Jun Lin sent the last few goblins away, and the upgrade reminder sounded in his mind. Ding. Congratulations on the successful upgrade. The current level is D level advanced. Ding. New free attribute points have been obtained and can be distributed. Ding. Phew. This lying down is finally not in vain. Lin Jun sighed alone. This is because these visitors from other worlds have really high experience. Otherwise, I really have to rely on killing some ordinary beasts, and I don't know how long it will take to upgrade. Now he was becoming more and more interested in the cracks. Of course, I'm not talking about this crack. The attributes of a second or third level person are higher than those of an elite level person. If you go inside and encounter a fourth or fifth level person, you won't even know how you died. I can only wait until I get stronger before I can go in and take a look. Or maybe it would be good to wait until the B level equips that epic pistol and go into farm soul crystals. Goblins like this can shoot one gun at a time without using any skills. After the battle was over, everyone immediately walked down cheering. Including Professor Hu, who had fainted, was also hugged by Yuan Mingyan. Master Lu, are you okay? Master Lu is just strong. When Jian Yi and others came down, they were greeted with flattery. Master Lu. Lu Wanshu's slightly mocking voice suddenly reached Jun Lin's ears. The latter's heart tightened. How, from the tone of his voice, have you been discovered? Sure enough, when Jun Lin looked at Lu Wanshu, the latter had a playful look on her face. There was no other way, Jun Lin could only pretend to be calm. That's right, this is Lu Xiaoluo, Master Lu. Jian Yi was not sure, so he introduced him helpfully. Haha, Lu Wanshu was even more sure. She knew that Lu Bailing had a sister named Lu Xiaoluo. Not only that, she also met a silly foodie. Suddenly, I thought of Professor Hu who was unconscious and didn't know whether he was dead or alive. He immediately ran to Mr. Lin. Lin Jun, do you still have that strawberry? Please save my teacher. Ahem, miss, you have recognized the wrong person. My name is Lu Xiaoluo. Lin Jun immediately pretended not to know Lu Wanshu. You, okay, Lu Xiaoluo, please save Professor Hu. She can't hold on any longer. Woo woo. I don't know why Lin Jun wants to hide his identity, but now only Lin Jun can save Professor Hu. Ahem, okay, put the person down. Lin Jun said helplessly to Yuan Mingyan. How did Lu Wanshu recognize her identity? Yuan Mingyan's eyes suddenly lit up. Since this Master Lu is Lin Jun's teacher, he must also have strawberries. It just so happened that she also wanted to see if this strawberry could revive the dying female professor. It looked like there was a big hole in her belly. Hey, and the intestines are exposed. Of course, Mr. Lin would not use strawberries to save him. Strawberries can only cure non-life-threatening injuries. Now this female professor is almost dead. I can only try the special healing potion. When everyone put Professor Hu on the ground, Lin Jun pretended to take out a transparent glass bottle containing red potion from his backpack. This bottle is only 3 fingers big. Under the expectant gaze of everyone, Lin Jun pulled open the bottle cap. He pinched Professor Hu's cheeks, opened his attractive red lips, and then drank the potion directly. Wait until it's all poured down. I thought it would take some time to see the effect. As a result, not long after the drink was poured in, everyone saw Professor Hu's wound slowly healing at a speed visible to the naked eye. Even the protruding intestines in his belly slowly retracted, and then the hole began to heal. For a moment, everyone was dumbfounded. Isn't this potion too magical? If I had a bottle of this potion, wouldn't it mean that I would have one more life in the future? Thinking of this, everyone looked at Master Lu with green light in their eyes. Mr. Lin didn't expect this special potion to be so awesome. How much does this cost? Think of this. Lin Jun felt a pain in his body. Well, I miscalculated and gave away a bottle for free. How about, wait for this eldest sister to wake up and ask her for the cost of the potion? Ahem. At this time, people with various thoughts were brought back by this cough. Everyone saw Professor Hu, his eyelids slowly raised up, his bright eyes filled with confusion. Professor Hu, you're okay, great. Woohoo! Lu Wanshu immediately rushed forward, helped her up, and cried with joy. Wanshu, what's going on? Professor Hu also discovered that the wounds on his body were gone except for being a little itchy. She remembered that she had been stabbed several times with spears and knives by those creatures, whether they were alien beasts or monsters. How can it be better now? Woo, Professor, this is all cured by Master Lin. Lu. Master Lu. Looking along Lu Wanshu's finger, she saw a strange man of unknown age with his head and face covered. Master Lu, right, thank you for your help. My name is Huan Zi, a professor of magic law. Well, so Lu Wanshu also entered the Magic University. Aha, fortunately, I didn't go to Magic University. Aha, my name is Lu Xiaoluo, I'm just a single person. As for saving you, I don't have to be too polite. You just need to put the potion. Aha, Jun Lin originally wanted to say that you only need to settle the cost of the potion, but when he saw Lu Wanshu standing by, he had to smile and could only find an opportunity to ask for it from this old fool again. Lu Xiaoluo, Wan Zi muttered silently and searched in his mind. He seemed to have never heard of a person with healing powers named Lu Xiaoluo. Lin Jun ignored the reunion of their teachers and students after the disaster. I walked to a rock and sat down to rest. I sorted out my harvest by the way, adding points when I needed to, and learning skills when I needed to. This harvest is indeed good, with a total of more than 30 weapons of various purple qualities. I don't know why, but no matter whether I kill the 5th level elite monsters or these alien goblins, all the weapons that drop are the 3rd level weapons. System, why did I get a level 5 weapon when I killed that crack beast last time, but this time I got a level 3 weapon from all these beasts? Ding. Except for king level beasts, other beasts that are equal to or higher than the host level will drop equipment of the same level as themselves. Alas, it was exactly as he guessed. Fortunately, an automatic pistol exploded this time. Cryolite pistol. Type, automatic pistol. Grade, purple. Attack power, 250. Skill attack, 250. Strength plus 25. Intelligence plus 25. Resurrection. Passive skill, restores 2% of spirit energy every minute. PS, each time it is activated, consumption, 5. Introduction. A batch of standard weapons from a certain ordnance factory. If this damage is strengthened to 10, it will already be higher than the attack of the Wind Blade Taito that has been strengthened to 11. Lin Jun didn't waste any time and directly strengthened it to 10. Then replace that competition pistol. The system automatically selects a pistol with high attack attributes, which instantly makes it a lot higher. Moreover, there are actually more free attribute points than before. Now there are 20 points for each level you upgrade. Now there are 40 free attribute points. Lin Jun adds all of them to Spirit, otherwise there will still be too little blue. Then look at the learnable skills. SB Viper Spirit Cannon LV1 summons a manual rapid fire spirit cannon with a firing rate of 600 per minute. Each shell will cause basic skill attack damage to the enemy. Duration 20 seconds. Consumption. Level 3 or above colorless crystal core X1, spiritual energy, 100. I have no idea. Do you really have this skill? However, it's too expensive, right? Not to mention the colorless crystal cores above level 3, even a level 3 person can't afford to make one. The third level colorless crystal core costs hundreds of thousands, right? Not only does this cost money, it can also easily cost lives. Look at your own spirit essence. It only takes more than a minute. If you hit the head, the spirit essence will be created all at once. If you don't have time to replenish it, or if you encounter a master who buys it, your life will be in danger. Forget it, at least there is a 5-second real man. No, it's a 20-second real man. Upgrading 2 levels only requires 1 skill. As for the swordsman, he hasn't changed his profession yet, so besides upgrading what he has already learned, there are no skills to learn. Open a personal list. Character: Lin Jun. Rank: Silver 5-star. Age: 18. Occupation: Mechanic, Swordsman. Strength: D level advanced 2 with 100 W. Ling Yuan: 900 to 900. Superpower: Wind Legs. Skill: SB Venomous Snake Spirit Cannon. Weapon Column 1: Windblade Taito plus 1-1. Weapon Column 2: Cryolite Pistol plus 10. Attack Power: 135 plus 500. Skill Attack Power: 125 plus 500. Defense: 60. Skill Defense: 60. Strength: 110 plus 25. Spirit: 120. Intelligence: 100 plus 25. Agility: 85. Stamina: 80. Free Attribute Points: 0. Mechanic Skill Points: 3 points. Swordsman Skill Points: 18 points. Gold Coin: 369,854. PK Points: 234. System Warehouse. Special plus 11 Strengthening Stone X1, Special Healing Potion X159, Special Soul Recovery Potion X164, Exploder Blood Eagle X1. Exit System. Suddenly, I found a figure standing next to me. Lin Jun looked up and found that it was Lu Wanshu. At this moment, she was holding her back with both hands, her pretty face was slightly arched forward, and she was looking at herself with a playful expression. It has to be said that Lu Wanshu is a beauty who is not inferior to Mo Xian in her previous life or now. Lin Jun felt that Lu Wanshu had a very weird personality. You have to say that she likes you, but you haven't seen her show any signs of liking you. You have to say that she doesn't, because she keeps moving closer to him. Mr. Lin, who aspires to become a pond master, expressed that he was very tired. Miss, what's wrong with you? HMPH. Mr. Lin, are you still pretending? Lu Wanshu immediately crossed her arms with a look of displeasure. Those pair of electric peach blossom eyes were staring into Lin Jun's eyes. Miss, you really got the wrong person. My name is Lu Xiaoluo. Although he knew that Lu Wanshu knew his identity, Lin Jun would not admit it even if he was killed. Fortunately, Jian Yi ran over at this time. Master Lu, it's really strange that these monsters don't have any crystal cores. Lin Jun didn't feel any surprise. They were originally a group of minions from another world, so it would be strange to have a colorless crystal core. No, there seem to be dozens of gradeless colorless crystal nuclei in my bag. Is this the reason why there are none? If not, then there won't be. These goblins are not of a high level to begin with. They are all level 2. It's not surprising if they don't exist. Wah, what? Then you said these monsters only have 2 levels. A shout came from behind Mr. Lin. Looking back, she saw that it was Professor Hu. At this moment, she had an expression of disbelief on her face. Master Lu, you mean those monsters only have 2 levels? Ah, that's right. These are not crack beasts, they are alien monsters. Lin Jun pointed to the red crack over there. My guess is that he ran out of it. Everyone was shocked when they heard what Mr. Lin said. Another world. What does another world mean? This is the first time I've heard that there are alien monsters. Professor Hu's expression was extremely ugly. Although this was the first time she had heard of another world, it was not difficult to understand it from the literal meaning. It should be said that it means another world. If what Lin Jun said is true, how powerful is this alien world? These 2-level monsters are stronger than the elite beasts. What if there are some 5-level, 6-7-level monsters? Then isn't this world in danger? No, go back as soon as possible and report what happened here. She is not only a professor at the University of Magic, but also a pharmacist. Seeing the beautiful professor's pale face, Lin Jun could only console him. Actually, you don't have to worry. In my opinion, those high-level alien beasts should not be able to pass through this crack for the time being, otherwise there wouldn't be only these little shrimps coming. Yes, Professor Hu, I think Master Lin Lu is right. Phew, that's right, I'm a little too worried. With that said, Huanzi looked at Lu Wanshu and said with a smile, Wanshu, don't call me Professor Hu from now on. From now on, you can call me Master or Teacher. Wah, what? No way. Wanshu passed this. Those students were shocked by Huanzi's words. Professor Hu, are you really? Haha, are you still called Professor Hu? Master. Lu Wanshu's whole body trembled with excitement. It shows how she feels. Lin Jun had a look on his face, and he didn't know why Lu Wanshu was so excited. So, not wanting to get involved in their conversation, I stood up and walked into the crack. Suddenly, Huanzi called him. Well, Master Lu, I wonder if you can give me a bottle of the potion you used to save me. No, Lin Jun refused directly without even thinking about it, and his attitude was very firm. Well, everyone was immediately dumbfounded. This was the first time I saw Professor Hu being rejected. Master Lu, you don't want to. Before Lu Wanshu could finish speaking, Lin Jun immediately glared at her. Bah! Shut up. You. When Lin Jun yelled, Lu Wanshu's eyes suddenly filled with tears and she was about to cry. However, Lin Jun's next sentence was to stop the tears that were about to burst out of her eyes. You want me to give away millions of things. Why don't you go and grab it? Well, Huanzi's face turned red when he heard this. That seems to be the case. In fact, this potion can save people from dying, so a few $1,000,000 is not too expensive. Ahem, Master Lu, I'm sorry, I was rude. Look at how much it costs. When I get back, I'll pay you with the bottle I just saved. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, I'll charge you 3 million for a bottle. Lu Wanshu didn't know why, but when she saw Lin Jun's money-obsessed face, she couldn't help but go up and scratch her to death. Look at his scratchy look. Haha, okay, deal. Yeah, then when I get back, I'll pay with one hand and deliver the goods with the other hand. After saying that, he ignored them and walked straight towards the crack. Jian Yi and Zhao Hu were commenting on the cracks. How many stars do you think this crack counts? I don't know, but I think it's no less than 4 stars. Holy crap, it's paid. There is a 1.5 billion reward for 4 stars. Even if we share it equally, I can each get more than 100 million. Look what you are saying. Master Lu is so powerful, shouldn't he take more? Jian Yi glanced at Zhao Hu with disdain. The latter smiled and stopped talking. Lin Jun also looked like a curious baby, looking around the cracks. He is also a little confused now. What is the difference between cracks and other worlds? After all, he had never entered the crack. Just in Lin Jun's thoughts. A voice came from behind. Hey, give me a bottle of potion, my leg is injured. When Lin Jun heard the sound, he turned around and saw an arrogant young man, acting as he should. Oh, cash or transfer? Jun Lin didn't want to argue with him, he just wanted to give him money. Huh, you want to charge me? Li Wenbo pointed to his nose in surprise. Don't you need money to buy my potion? You do not know who I am. You know, the goal of the entrusted mission. This is what Lin Jun learned from Yuan Mingyan. The Li family, the 4 major families in the Magic City, have experienced the end of the world and have a pivotal position in the alliance and business world. Then you still want to charge me money? Ah, Lin Jun was confused. But, does this have anything to do with whether I charge you money or not? That's right, a bottle of potion from Li Wenbo's Master Lu is worth 3 million, but your family's commission is only worth 10 million. What are you thinking? Besides, your little injury may have to heal if you don't bandage it. Lu Wanshu came to Lin Jun's side at this time and helped. You, HMPH, I'm going to give you a bad review when I get back. Leaving behind a harsh word, she walked back to Yuan Mingyan. In fact, Li Wenbo just pretended to be such a dandy, in order to test whether Mr. Lin still had such a potion. After seeing the miraculous restorative power of the potion, he understood that the potion had great benefits. What he is thinking about now is how to find out the identity of Master Lu when he goes back. I hope everyone will support it and subscribe more.